Blessings to everybody. Come up in here, man. You know, blessings to everybody. Hold on for a minute. Set this up. Let's get up in here, man. Chop up game. You know, hold on. Okay, I got that set up. Keisha, I got your message. We're gonna have to do that. Honestly, when I open up the phone lines later on within this video, you could definitely call in. And I ask you them same questions, baby. Uh-huh. Trey, what's happening? What's going on with it? Mr. Dapper, Yamir, Troy, Manhood, Sepulveda the Prince. See the homie Legendary in here. Johnny, Enoch, Jeremy, Justin. Hold on, let me get up here. Epitome of Success. Boy, that's a code name. Mr. DMCK. Sucker Repellent. Yeah, that's right, man. Rest in peace to Paul Mooney. He passed away earlier today of a heart attack. May the peace of God that passeth all human understanding be with his family and friends, you know? Let me see. Yeah, man. One hit. One day you here, one day you go. Hey, there she go. Blessings and good morning. Blessings and good morning to you. Yeah, blessings and good morning to you. He probably was stressed. I don't know about all that. I don't know, man. Sometimes people don't be eating right. I don't know. Oh, and by the way, just to drop some game on you guys, man. I said it once, I say it again. Cause some of y'all got in my DM and said, P, that was good game. Then some of y'all don't know. Like I said, hey man, when you don't want to get sluggish, cause all of us are guilty. You know what I mean? Nigga been hungry at times, and you'll eat something, and your ass now you didn't took a damn nap. You didn't went to sleep when you're supposed to be up. Black glory to the game. The last dime. Appreciate that, bro. Good looking. Um, but yeah, man, you know, so you don't have to go get no big ass meal and start feeling sluggish. Man, eat them 2 bananas. Trying to tell you, man, it's the cheapest, best thing going on. Before you hit that gym, man, you know what I mean? Just take 2 bananas down, man. That's all you need. You know, like, man, I don't want to eat too much of this chicken, or man, I don't want to eat too much of this salmon, or I don't want, man, 2 bananas. 2 bananas, right? And them dates is cool too, yup. But just 2 bananas, man, that'll do. Sucker repellent. Good looking, man. Top of the morning, blessings to the game and everyone getting this game. Hit the like button. Yeah, definitely want to get them likes up. Get everybody up in here, because even though I'm going to talk to people in the game, but you know, it's a buffet game, man. Everybody can get some. You know, if I got enough time, I'm definitely gonna slide in some information for the female representation, and I'm gonna give some information just in case you might be a woman, you know? Cause this indirect shit, man, is cold. And if you don't got game, you won't be able to discern, you know what I mean, this indirect shit. You know? Now some of us, we was blessed. You know what I mean? To basically be able to discern certain shit, because a lot of these niggas, man, they got third grade manipulation tactics, and we just, you know, like, man, come on, man. You got certain individuals that still using third grade manipulation tactics as if it's like some Harvard University game. You know? So yeah, we're gonna talk about some positive indirect games, some negative indirect, because a lot of you already know this, because I've spoke about it in times past. But as far as the new people, you might not know. You know what I mean? I know that some of you may not know because some of you have actually gotten my DM. Some of you actually done consultation with me, and you ask these questions of what's indirect game. And I'd be like, damn, I've done videos about that in times past, but hold on. A phone system. What you want me to get? What did you want me to get? Blog Talk Radio? I really do though. Matter of fact, the homie deleted you, but on some real shit, I really do though. And not just because I'm tired of the beat when I'm talking to somebody, but no, it's just that you know, I be just fucking with y'all like that. But man, some of y'all weird as hell, bro. Before I get in my message, man, let me just put that shit out there. Hey, some of you niggas is weird as hell. And what I mean by that is, man, shit, it be like 3, 4 in the morning. And niggas will sit up there, man, and call my phone. I'll be like, hello? Is this sinful? Smoke, appreciate that 5. Good looking, big dog. Is this sinful? Yeah, this Sim, what's happening? Cause every now and then I don't answer calls that I don't have locked in my phone or in my contacts. But every now and then I answer, man, hoping that it's a ex-ho or, you know what I mean, a nice, you know what I mean, pretty, fine, attractive, beautiful, square, you know what I mean, while I was campaigning that I forgot about because that happened. You know what I mean? What's going on, Denise, with your fine ass? You know, I didn't set up there, you understand me, and got calls from bras. I'll be like, who is this? You don't remember me? It's okay if you don't remember. You know what I mean? So every now and then I answer. But nope, it never fails. It's one of you hard leg, Bruce Seldon looking ass niggas calling me, man, at 3, 4 in the morning talking about some this sinful. Yeah, what's happening, player? I'm thinking that a nigga getting ready to sit up there and give me a call or something about a bitch or you know what I mean? Marty, I appreciate the 3. And what's going on, player? Oh man, I was just you know watching your video, man, and yeah, man, I just you know I just wanted to call you, man, and ask you. You can tell when a nigga can't even think of what he want to ask you. He like, you know, when the next time you going live? Yeah, cause I don't want to miss the live video. So yeah, just let me know when you going live, big dog, because I don't want to miss your live video. So just you know, let me know what time you going live, homie. Cause whenever you going live, I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. And I had to tell one nigga he was so goofy and lame. I was like, man, hang up this phone. He said, what? Hang up this phone, man. Hang up this phone. You know? Yeah, I got to step my game up, man. The bitches ain't even thinking about me. I got to step my game up. You know what I mean? It's 3, 4 in the morning. You know what I mean? I got that Teddy Pendergrass come and go with me instrumental in my head thinking that it's a nice bitch, you know, calling me, man. Bitches ain't even thinking about me. Tell somebody and say the bitches ain't thinking about you. You know, it's some old dusty ass nigga talking about this simple. You know what I'm saying? Bitches ain't thinking about me, man. They ain't thinking about me. All right, Alexander the Great, my young bro up in here, man. Let's try to get them likes over 200 before I even start. Yeah, that'd be beautiful, man. If we could just get them likes over 200 right now. Everybody that came in, maybe you not subscribed to the channel. Oh, and let me say this. My definition of what indirect game is totally different from that shit that you heard from the dating coaches. I think they got some other shit going on with indirect game. I don't know I don't know. Because a lot of our words, they got a lot of our shit, but they be putting like other shit to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some of y'all already know what I'm gonna say before I'm gonna say it because you've been up on game and you've been listening to this game for years. You know what I mean? Code approaching. Okay, I don't know. Y'all gaming me, man. You know what I mean? I gotta start watching some more of y'all little dating coaches. They think they be dropped. Some of them do. Shout out to Alan Roger Curry. You know what I mean? He's cool. You know, Alan's cool. You know, they be hating on Alan, but at the same time, while they be hating, they be stealing his shit. Hit that like button, man. Get my likes over 200. Yeah, man, get them likes up. You know, yeah, we gonna get them likes up. We gonna have them likes up over 200, man, before I even start. Yeah, before I even start ministering this game and preaching and teaching this game, yeah, we gonna have them likes over 200, man. Saying about to holler at some. You stupid. Y'all want to see me get us some snow bunnies? Y'all want to see me get us some snow bunnies? Get it up to 200 if you want to see me get us some snow bunnies. That's all I got to do to get my likes up. Y'all want to see me get us some snow bunnies? Y'all want to see me get us some snow bunnies? Shout out to AML. You stupid, Ray Gunn. I wasn't even thinking about that. Tommy. You an idiot. Tommy. Don't call me a bitch on my own show, Tommy. You're a dumbass for even bringing that up. I totally forgot. Shout out to the homie, though, man. Shout out to Solo TV. Tommy. Don't call me a bitch on my own show, Tommy. This is not in front of the kids, honey. Tommy. Anyway, let's get into it, man. As you know what I mean? A lot of y'all, you know what I mean, with the Prince. Shout out to niggas like Sapopa the Prince. Shout out to niggas like King Difference, you know, Punchy. You know what I mean? Certain individuals that's actually doing their thing. I ain't about to get all into their business, you know? But of course, niggas like that, they know certain things, especially Sapopa the Prince, because, well, you know, he's been known to do his thing, you know what I mean, at Wendy's too. I'm at White Castles, but he got his own thing going on, you know? But when you think of something that's indirect, it's basically just not forward. It's not straight. Okay? It's not, directed. It's indirected. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you, and this ain't to diss you, this ain't to disrespect you, but a lot of you know it. Like if I ask you to define it, you can say it verbally. But physically, man, a lot of y'all have a problem with this indirect game because a lot of you niggas is getting arrested. You catching cases because you don't know how to speak indirectly, but directly. Appreciate that 5, player. Good looking. A lot of you don't know how to speak indirectly, and it's not hard, especially if you're this pimping. But a lot of you are catching pandering cases, you know what I mean? All because you don't know how to speak indirect, but still very direct without incriminating yourself. Some of you niggas have caught cases at the bar. You've been inside of casinos, you know what I mean? You sitting at the bar with this broad that you never seen before, and she's asking you questions and she's being straightforward with you. She's gang banging on you. And like I keep telling you guys, like, hey man, if that bitch comprehension is not blessed enough to understand what the fuck you saying, then this is the wrong bitch anyway. Fuck her marketability. In other words, fuck the way she look. If you indirectly but directly, but you still speaking in the language of simplicity without sitting over there incriminating yourself, but she can't understand what you saying, she wants you to ABC 1, 2, 3. That's the wrong bitch for you any goddamn way. That is the wrong bitch for you anyway. Bitch sitting over there recording the whole conversation, asking you, you know what I mean, are you a pimp? And you trying to sit up there and indirectly explain this, and you know what I mean, you trying to ask a question. Then there's certain questions, why are you even answering that? I'm going to speak about that as well. There are certain questions. Why are you even answering that? There's certain questions that you shouldn't even entertain. It shouldn't even be no indirect, direct, nothing. I wouldn't even bless the question. Because, bitch, why are you even asking me this question? I remember one time, a dude, he got very angry at me. I thought I was gonna have to fight this big ass white boy. We was going inside the Planet Hollywood, and this little white bra, she said, "Oh my God, I love that suit. Hey, are you a pimp?" I said, "Are you a hoe?" And he's like, hey, that's no way to talk to a woman, pal. He got at me just like that. That's no way to talk to a woman, pal. And I said, well, she asked me, was I a pimp? So I just asked her, was she a hoe? Blessings to the game, man. Got my consultation booked this weekend. Y'all better take advantage of this. Strictly, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that 5-0. Good looking. She get at me like that. So I said, are you a hoe? And he said, that's no way for me to talk to a woman. So I said, that's no way to talk to a black man. So because check out how I flipped it. I was like, here I am in a suit. And because I'm in this suit and I'm a black man, she assumes that I'm a pimp. Why do I have to be involved in criminality to have on a suit? So he tried to, apply pressure on, why are you talking to a woman like that? I sit up there, you understand me, straight manipulated his ass. Now he looking stupid. And he just, I don't think she meant it like that, bro. I don't think she meant it like that. Well, I took it like that. He's like, well, she didn't mean it like that, bro. It's okay. She's like, no, I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't mean to offend you. So I just sat up there and left the bitch with the Dustin Rose look-alike motherfucker and went on about my business. But, I'm just giving you situations where we don't even speak direct, indirect, or nothing. You just don't cast pearls before swine. Yeah, I won't waste none of these anointed words of mine. I won't cast pearls before swine. I'm not gonna directly, indirectly, I'm not gonna say shit. Sometime I ain't gonna say shit, and then sometime I might return to ignorance. But you've been taught that a hoe's place is in a trick's face, and what you have a knowledge of, a hoe's place is in a trick's face. Why are you saying all of this shit to a bitch that you've never even seen before? This your first time seeing her, and you've never seen her at the money. You know what all hoes got in common? From black, white, Japanese, she might sit up there and be a Mexican. I don't know. But what all hoes got in common is they be at the money. A hoe's place is in a trick's face. One thing all hoes got in common, hoes be at the motherfucking money. For you squares that's listening, you be calling different girls in your community hoes. They not hoes, baby. If you giving your pussy away to the whole community and you ain't getting no currency in exchange, stop disrespecting that hoe title, calling that bitch a damn hoe. She not no hoe. She just a promiscuous pedestrian that's sucking and fucking on blacks and Mexicans, that's willing to fuck her. She's not a hoe. Stop it. Stop disrespecting hoes. Touch your neighbor and say, stop disrespecting hoes. Amen. Now, as far as, let's just get in a little bit, because I'm going to come back, of course, to that, because like I said, man, some of our young peas right now is sitting in jail all because they was at some bar running a goddamn mouth. You know what I mean? Might have seen some white blonde thing, and see, they know that. The enemy knows that. The adversary knows that majority of you guys lose your mind when you see a nice, pretty blonde bitch. So all they got to do is put a pretty blonde bitch at the bar, and you niggas is going to sit up there and come to the bar and start running your mouth. You know what I mean? Yeah, you just going to sit up there, you understand me, and start running your mouth. You know what I mean? So you going to come to the bar, say, bitch, what's happening, bitch? What it is, it's yada I mean the pimp. And that vice might say, excuse me, what is your name? This yada I mean the pimp. Oh, that's what I thought you said. So are you really pimping? I mean, me, you know what I mean? You already know what it is with me, man. Don't even ask no questions like that. You already know what it is. It's yada I mean the piamp. Right. You told me your name. So you actually have you got hoes working for you. Some guys are so stupid. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, man, from Maine to Spain, man. It's yada I mean now. Pia. Oh, okay, okay. So um what is your choosing fee? Yada I mean. Hey man, you know what I mean? I want it all, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you got, you know what I'm saying? I would say 50,000, but that ain't enough. If I said 100,000, that wouldn't be enough, man. I'm yada I mean that pimp, you know what I'm saying? So I want everything, you know what I mean? Anything that you got from property, currency, I want it all in totality, man. Yada I mean that pimp. Okay, okay. Well, should I break myself here? You know what I mean? Well, now we could go somewhere. No, I want to break myself here because, you know what I mean? So, hey. What you got? Oh, I see you got some of them green things for yada die. Oh, I see you got them green things for yada die. So, some guys are so stupid that they've actually broken bitches. They broke a bitch, you know what I mean, at the bar, inside of casinos, in Vegas, where cameras are everywhere. You fucking idiot. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was cameras in the fucking toilet, you know what I mean, at the Wynn. I wouldn't be surprised if they got cameras, you know what I mean, under the chair. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't trust nothing, you know what I mean, in no Vegas. They got cameras everywhere. You know, and you sitting over here breaking this bitch inside of a fucking casino. Just as dumb as dumb. So, a seasoned pimp, a seasoned pimp, a pimp with discernment. First of all, he's very selective on who he blesses, bless with his game. A seasoned veteran pimp that's just seasoned with this shit, anointed with this shit. He treat his game almost like a master, of certain kung fu arts. He like you will notice in the old kung fu movies, whether it been snake style, scorpion, you know what I mean? Any style, you'll notice all the masters, you know what I mean? They certain especially when you dealing with the people that was in Buddhism, them people, man, that was worshiping Buddha, if you look at them videos, all of the masters, they be like, why should I teach you my teachings? Why? Get away from me. You're a bum. I'm not going to give you my. If you look at all the old Kung Fu movies, all the masters of Kung Fu always treated, you know what I mean, their teachings like hidden treasures. They was not giving their teachings, you know what I mean, away like God's air. You had to be somebody that was worthy of the teachings. They was not going to dishonor, disrespect, or devalue the teachings by just giving it to some bum. You had to be somebody who was worthy to receive the teachings. Okay? So a pimp, a seasoned pimp, he's just like that master, of that Kung Fu. You know what I mean, to execute, you know what I mean, the teachings, to manifest, you know what I mean, these teachings. I can't just give these teachings to a bum. You know what I mean? So a guy might be muscular. He might, you know what I mean, got tattoos. He might look tough. But inside, you know what I mean, he's really a tender-hearted ass bitch. So no, he wouldn't be worthy of the teachings. Just like when it comes to this pimping, there's some bitches with big titties, a nice ass, pretty ass face. She want to be sent, but she ain't worthy of being sent, you know what I mean, by that motherfucking honorable, you know what I mean, pimp. That seasoned pimp. He don't bless everybody, you know what I mean, with his game. A seasoned pimp that's in a casino, he gonna peep game first. He gonna see how all of the pimps, all of the simps, all of the gangbangers and strangers is getting at this bitch at this bar, but not one time has this bitch got at the trick. Yeah, they at the bitch, but she ain't at the money. Not one time have he ever seen this bitch get at the money. So right then and there, the pimping already assumed that this is vice. Gotta be Vice. Cause this bitch ain't been at the money not one time. She just sitting over here listening to all these nursery rhymes from all these niggas. So a seasoned pimp is not even gonna cast pearls before swine, no matter how attractive she is. And then if she even initiate a conversation with that seasoned pimp, when she's asking questions that would lead to incriminating answers, he ain't even gonna sit up there and bless the bitch. Now, she just might be, there's a difference between a bitch that's Vice and then a green ass bitch, because you will come across sometimes a green ass bitch that's so green you might think that she the people, you think she the police, but she's not. She just green as a pool table, and that's why she keep asking these green ass questions. Okay? So when you got a green ass bitch and she asking you questions like, are you a pimp? I mean, you said it. You asked that, you know. As a matter of fact, what compelled you to ask me a question like that? I just thought, you know, with the attire and the way you talk and, you know, oh, my intelligence? So you just assumed that I was a pimp because I was intelligent? Wow. I see your type of thinking. No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, you know what I mean? And she keep talking, she gonna make herself look more of a damn fool. And pimping just like a master of the game, gonna be sitting up there tearing her ass up in a conversation. The pimping and did this with bitches with degrees. Listen, I just want to put that out there. The pimping don't be intimidated by no bitch with no degree and all of that, because when you talking to him, you done stepped in his arena. You know, and I'm sorry, but no university prepares you, you know what I mean, to oh, I got a degree at Berkeley, you're still at a disadvantage. Oh, I got a degree at Harvard, you're still at a disadvantage. Oh, I got a degree, you know, at Stanford. Oh, you're still at a disadvantage. You know what I mean? They don't prepare you for that. Stop it. So, okay, listen, check it out. You know what I mean? Within the conversation now, she tried to basically interview him. The pimping to switch it up. The pimping so cold with it. Now he asking her questions, and instead of her getting information about him, she giving information about her goddamn self, which basically gives the perfect blueprint on how the pimping gonna preside over the bitch. A lot of you niggas don't know how to pimp accordingly to the broad that you presiding over because you're doing more talking than listening. All right? But if you actually listen to the broad within the interview, she'll give you a blueprint on how to preside over things. All you got to do is listen. A lot of times, these bitches, even on the internet, they give you how to knock them. You know what I mean? That's why I like the internet. A bitch will give you the blueprint on how to knock they motherfucking ass, and you niggas be so slow that you can't even see the blueprint. You can't even see the route that the bitch gave you, you know what I mean, to knock her ass. All you gotta do is pay attention. It's not no high in the sky shit, but due to the fact that niggas just don't pay attention and niggas don't be listening, they don't have it. But let me move on to some other shit, because I'm gonna get back to that. Let me give you some negative indirects but directs. You know, as you know, seeing Nice, you know, the me and Nice situation that transpired in New Orleans, and everybody know when I came back to Vegas, you know what I mean? Sin was a dirty macker, cold-hearted. You know what I mean? I'm getting at my partners, bitches. You know what I mean? I'm knocking my partners for they hoes. You know what I mean? Dirty macking. You know? And let me just go back, you know, to that time frame, and also motivation, you know, in the game, because I done seen some shit. I done did some shit, and I done seen some shit. But let me just say this. Let me just show you indirect but direct campaigning. Let's say, for example, me and, you know, Sepulveda Prince. Let's say me and Sepulveda Prince is riding, you know, and while we riding, you know what I mean? Hold on for a minute. Let's say while me and Sepulveda Prince, you know what I mean, is riding. Sepulveda Prince, you know what I mean, he got his bitch, you know, in the ride. Sepulveda Prince got a fresh new white bitch. Let's say, you know what I mean, let's say that, yeah, let's say that he knocked the bitch in Bloomington. Okay? Those that know the Bloomington area of Minnesota, you know that Bloomington, you know what I mean, that's where the Mall of America is. All right? So let's just say that, matter of fact, before I even say all of this, hit the like button. Yeah, Gary, I got a Patreon. Hell yeah. $50 and $5 on my way. That's my young nigga. Come on, man, get them likes up. We should have had them likes over 400 right now. Before I even get into the pimping, man, everybody hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button right now. Click on the subscribe button and click on the bell. But everybody hit the like button. Let's get the likes up so we get the recommendations and the notifications out there, man. Come on, get the like button. Now, let's say Sepulveda Prince, he's in the Bloomington area. The Bloomington area. And he just knocked a fresh, beautiful, little redhead, fat booty, no waist, no children, fresh 21-year-old. Touch somebody and say a fresh 21-year-old bitch out that Bloomington in that Mall of America you did. And let's say, Sepulveda Prince, he hit me up, and let's say that Sin is on his Dirty Mac shit. Let's say if Sin was in the old days, as you know, I'm not on that Dirty Mac and shit no more because I know what it lead to, and plus it's unmanly. But let's go back, to the days of Dirty Mac. And let's say Sin is a Dirty Macker. I'm on some Dirty Mac and shit. And let's say, I hit Sepulveda Prince up, and Sepulveda Prince, he answered the phone. I said, what's going on, P? He said, y'all, man, I just knocked a fresh, bitch, man, up in that motherfucking Bloomington, man. Yeah, little redhead, 21 years old, no kids. Yeah, man, got a place. The bitch got a car. I ain't got to drive her every goddamn way. The bitch already got her own car and shit. Nigga, it's on. Nigga, I can take her back to the West Coast, put her in the casinos, put her in the strip clubs, do whatever the fuck I want to because this bitch is 21. Fresh 21-year-old. So I say, oh, man, I could dig it, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I'm happy to hear about you, man. I already know, man, that you was, gonna knock. Yeah, I already know that you was gonna knock Sepulveda Prince. Yeah, man, yeah. And so now I'm bringing the Dirty Mackin. I say, well, where you at? Let's go somewhere, man. Let's go to Whole Foods or something. And Sepulveda Prince can say, oh, man, I was just about to ask you, man, if you was hungry, man. I was just about to ask you, saying if you was hungry or anything, man. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm going to let you see the bitch, man. I'm going to pull up with the bitch. Oh, you going to pull up with the bitch? All right, man, go ahead and pull up with that bitch. So, P pull up with the bitch, you know what I mean? And we sit up there, you understand me, and get in his pimp mobile, you understand me? And let's say I get in his whip and he got the little white bitch, you know what I mean, inside. So this is how you indirect, but directly, you know what I mean, campaign at the bitch without saying anything to the bitch. Now, Sepulveda Prince, now keep in mind, I know Sepulveda Prince, by me and Sepulveda Prince being cool, he know things about me, I know things about him. So watch this. This is and I'm gonna teach you indirect campaigning as somebody hoe without saying nothing to her. Now, we're in the car. All of a sudden, you know what I mean, that I'm in the car, I done got hella pimpish. You know what I mean, in this ride, man. I done got hella pimpish in the ride. Now I'm in Sepulveda Prince ride, man. And I'm like, oh, man, you got that New Testament? Oh, man. Yeah, born again. Come on, man, talk different, pimp different, okay. So we sitting over there in the ride. I'm getting hella pimpish, hella turned up and shit like that. You know what I mean? P, he ain't thinking nothing. You know what I mean? He just thinking that we pimping, man. He just thinking that we campaigning in the ride and everything like that. But see, I would know in my mind that one thing about white bitches, they like good energy. They love good vibration. Women, period, but especially, you know what I mean, white bitches. Yeah, they love good energy. They love a joyful type of motherfucker. So, you know what I mean? I'm in the ride. You know what I mean? Popping and everything. And now, here go the big, hold on, watch this. Now I'm about to get really pimping. You know what I mean? Because, hold on. I gotta wait till y'all get up in here. Okay, there we go. Let's say my hoe ain't even make no motherfucking money. Okay? Let's say my bitch had a bad night last night. She only made $260 by the grace of God, but the host stood up there and hit my line, and I'm about to blow it up to 14 racks. All because the white bitch is in the car with SinFulTheP Prince. So when my bitch sit up there and call me, you know what I mean? I didn't even give her a chance to speak. I got her on speakerphone. I'm like, what's happening, bitch? And she like, well, I'm taking, yeah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to tell you, man, you know what I mean? Yeah, bitch, I like your style, bitch. I like you, understand me, them 14 racks, you understand me, you came in with, bitch. And the bitch like, 14? Yeah, bitch, you know what I'm saying? That 14 racks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I just wanted to let you know, bitch, you know what I mean? I really like the way you sitting over here giving it your all and really sitting over there bringing it all to a pimp, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I appreciate the game for your motherfucking ass, you understand me? Yeah, man, you really just been killing it this whole motherfucking month, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't came in the house, you know what I mean, with less than motherfucking 4 racks, you know what I mean, for the last 3 motherfucking weeks, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I just had to take out some time to give a round of applause to your motherfucking hoeing, bitch. You know what I mean? Because you been hoeing like a motherfucker around this bitch. And the bitch hitting up my bitch, she on the other side. The bitch on the other side, she like, 14 racks? He was just getting ready to beat my ass. He was just telling me that I was an ugly, handsome, broke, Boston baked bean head motherfucker. Where's all this energy coming from? And so, you know what I mean? Now I'm sitting over there, yeah, man, yeah. Okay, well, bitch, I'm gonna sit up there and hit you back. But yeah, bitch, I just wanted to let you know that Louis purse that you wanted to get, you know what I mean, that was over 6 bands. Yeah, bitch, that's yours, bitch. You know what I mean? Count that already done, bitch. Yeah, go ahead. You just make sure that you dress when I sit up there and come pick you up. You know what I mean? So we go slide through there. You hungry? Yeah. The bitch ain't even get a chance to answer. Yeah. We gonna go ahead and slide over there, you know what I mean, to that motherfucking Club 7 and shit. You know what I mean? They got the little $400-$500 steaks and shit. You know, yeah, I know you like the steaks, bitch. Yeah, but yeah, we gonna slide over there, okay? Yeah, God bless you, bitch. I'm gonna hit you back later on. Now, I didn't sit up there and got hella pimpish. I didn't sit up there. Now let's say if SinFulTheP Prince, he's so cool with me that he not even aware of what I'm doing, because sometimes that's what that friendship shit'll do. You know, it'll make you blind, you know what I mean, to, you understand me, a motherfucker trying to sit up there and stab you from behind. Yeah, what loving eyes can't see. Usually, you know what I mean, SinFulTheP Prince might be able to learn and discern the character of a motherfucker, but due to the fact, you know what I mean, that, you know, we buddies and we cool and all of that type of shit, you know what I mean, he not able to really discern and learn, you know what I mean, what the fuck that I just did, because, you know what I mean, he see us as being cool and shit. You know, he don't know that I'm about to sit up there and knock this bitch. But anyway, notice that in most situations like that, you know what I mean, I didn't sit up there, you know what I mean, got hella pimpish and everything like that. Now, that bitch, she might not choose that night, that week, or weeks later, a month, but one thing that was done was I planted a seed. And later on, I might have a chance to put some water on that seed. You know what I mean? Yeah, sooner than later. But I just indirectly but directly got at his bitch. The bitch of mine, she didn't check no damn 14 racks, but at the same time, I just promoted my pimping without saying anything to the bitch. I never turned around and said anything to her, but just the fact that I'm on the phone, you know what I mean, with a bitch talking about how she checked 14,000, you know what I mean, the bitch, she in the back seat, she like, wow, you know what I mean, like, oh my God, he's really pimping. Yeah, like the guy that I decided to fuck with, he's cool, but you know what I mean, this guy, like, he's charismatic. He's got a lot of magnetism with him, and he got to have some wisdom with him. You know what I mean? If the bitch over there checking 14,000, you know how much time that I would have to be at Best Buy, or you know what I mean, be at the my previous 3 jobs to produce 14,000. This is how squares think. This is how squares think. You know what I mean? The square bitch would have sat up there and been like, damn, it would have took me forever and a day. It would have took me eternity to sit up there and produce, you know what I mean, 14 motherfucking thousand. And this bitch didn't already check that? Wow. So another indirect but very direct Dirty Mac way of doing things is, you know, and I used to do that shit, you know what I mean? Cause I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? That's how I done got, you know what I mean, a lot of my partners, you know what I mean, back before I had got locked up, you know, being funny and shit, you know, nigga make jokes and shit like that, you know what I mean, his hoes is laughing, you know what I mean, nigga ain't checking the bitch, you know what I mean, and now that I see that your hoe is laughing, she smiling, you know what I mean, and laughing and shit, you know what I mean, I can see that you got the temperature in your house on comfortable, so this is looking like a very profitable, you know what I mean, situation. Like I said, you really don't want to see, it's good, you know what I mean, that SinFulTheP has evolved and no longer on that, because if I really was on that type of shit, a lot of you niggas wouldn't have a hoe. A lot of you niggas wouldn't have a bitch because you slow as hell. I done took a mental safari, you know what I mean, in your mind. It's not shit that I sat up there and did in 2007. Niggas is still trying to do it 2021 and they over the age of 40. Nigga, knock that shit off. Your mind not blessed like that. But anyway, this is the thing. You know, let's go back. So SinFulTheP Prince, you know what I mean? SinFulTheP Prince, by him having a buddy system with me, he not even aware of what I just did. You know, like many guys, many individuals, you know? So watch this. If the bitch don't secretly get at me, she gonna end up, when the bitch blow up, who you think the first motherfucker she gonna come to? Hold on. Who you think gonna be the first motherfucker, you know what I mean, that she come to? If she ever blowed up from SinFulTheP Prince, who the fuck you think she gonna come to next? She wanna be with that pimp, you know what I mean, that was smelling good, that had everybody laughing, you know what I mean, that had checked all them racks and shit off the phone. Yeah, that sit up there, you understand me, had the bitch, you know what I mean, checking the 14 racks. You know? Now, even if she don't choose, I'm just giving you a picture of how that indirect Dirty Mac and shit go. You know what I'm saying? Another way, I'm gonna give you another example. This is, now that one right there didn't even happen, but I'm just painting a picture. Okay, I'm not even gonna say his name because we still cool. This is one of the loved ones, but he thought that he was slick. This is a veteran pimp out of Chicago, tried to do this move on me. So, you know what I mean? We was campaigning, doing our thing, man, on the west side of the Chi. You know what I mean? At this time, you know what I mean? Sin was kind of going through it at the time. You know what I mean? I just sit up there, man, and knocked 2 bitches. You know what I mean? Knocked this nigga. He not even, at first he was claiming pimping. Now he done went back to just being a full-time vice lord like he should have been. I don't know why his little ass wanted to sit up there and fuck with this pimping any goddamn way. But anyway, the nigga, hold on for a minute. You stupid, SinFulTheP Prince. You chipping. You stupid. But anyway, he always fucking with A. Marie. A. Marie, if you watching, you know what I mean? SinFulTheP Prince said, get at him, bitch. Okay, but look, check this out. This older veteran pimp, you know what I mean, out of the Chi, you know what I mean, at this time, you know what I mean, man, I was going through it bad. Some of y'all should know. Okay, so the time that I'm speaking about during this time, this is the surviving a broke bitch time. You know what I mean? This is that west side of the Chi. Can't nobody tell you, hold on. You know what I mean? Can't nobody tell you, you know what I mean, how, matter of fact, go young DJ, make sure you call in. When I open up the phone lines, bro, make sure that you call in so I can answer that question. That's a good question for some good game to be conveyed. So make sure when I open up the phone lines, you could just tell me your number, tell me your first 3 digits, and I'll make sure you're the first one to be able to call in, and I'll answer your question, and we'll chop it up when I open up the phone lines. You dig? Okay, so look, this nigga knew, you know what I mean, that during this time, you know what I mean, Sin was pimping back up. You know, I mean, I just got through going through it with this bitch that was going to jail. You know what I mean? Like it was the thing to do. One bitch was having motherfucking 3 and 4 seizures and shit a day. This bitch having seizures and shit outside and all of this shit. Seizures on a date. Seizures coming back to the room. Seizures to go pay for the room. Seizures to go sit up there and have the food. Seizures, you understand me, in the ride. You know what I mean? The bitch was just having matter of fact, that's the bitch whole name. That's why I should have named that bitch. The bitch name should have been Seizures. The bitch should have been motherfucking 304 Seizures. That should be her. She should create an IG page called 304 _seizures -seizures. You know what I mean? Because that's all the bitch had was seizures. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? She had that epilepsy. You know what I mean? She had epilepsy. So, you know what I mean? Of course, when you got a woman who have epilepsy, you have to overtly take care of her. You know, when you got a woman that got seizures, you just can't, you know, you pretty much got to watch over her, man. I mean, shout out to anybody that's doing it, but I had to let that situation go. You know what I mean? Because that situation was really hindering me, you know what I mean, from knocking and doing my thing. You know, all because I had actually really became a babysitter for a grown ass woman because she had epilepsy. You know what I mean? Listen, Sin had been through it. I had, you know what I mean? She was the one with epilepsy. I had another bride, you know what I mean, from Cali. She had sickle cell. You know what I mean? She like my little baby though. You know what I mean? Sin had too much love for her. She was so beautiful, and I have no bad things to say about her because when she was well and healthy, man, her hoeing was up to par. It's just that, man, at times, man, that sickle cell, you know what I mean, it's a motherfucker, you know? But anyway, you know what I mean? Cause she might be listening. They'll be talking about me on the shut up, girl. You know, Sin love. You know y'all all Sin's babies. But look, check this out. The nigga, you know, he gonna say, peep out, hold on. Peep the veteran game. Listen to the veteran game. Watch how veterans get down, you know what I mean, with young pimping. Look how the veteran tried to play a young pimp, but he not knowing that, nigga, I done been through so much shit, you know what I mean, that I know so much even at a young age, nigga. But watch how look how this veteran, the veteranism tried to play Sin. He gonna say, well, since my money moving slow and you endeavoring to get your shit back up, P, why don't we just get a room and just let them hoes, you know what I mean, be in the room together? No, nigga. You know what I'm saying? No. I don't want my hoes around your hoes. You know what I mean? And not just I don't want my hoes around your hoes. You understand me, nigga? You ain't gonna be around my hoes. Nigga, no. You know, no, that's not what we doing. You know? So watch this. Yeah, lean on me. You stupid, lean on me pimping. He thought he was slick. And then this is when I knew that I couldn't trust him. Now watch, this is another indirect direct. He comes to my room. I got my hoes in the room, right? But when P came to the room, he got you know what I mean, his wife beat her on. So he got his arms out and shit. You know what I mean? And he come in the room, he like, yeah, you know what I mean, P, you can sit up there, man, you know what I mean, and come with me, man, come on, let's campaign. And then, you know, after we campaign, you know what I mean, we can hit the gym and shit. You know what I mean, I'm trying to get these diamonds, man. I'm trying to get these pie things. I'm trying to get these pie things back right. But while he's saying it, he trying to be loud and shit so my hoes can hear about his motherfucking pipe things. That's why it's my mind, nigga, I can't stand these motherfucking veterans. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I gotta get these pipe things. I gotta get these pipe things right, P. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get these diamonds right, man. You understand me? Gotta have these arms and shit right. You know what I mean? For the summer, you dig? So, the nigga, I don't know why motherfucker calling me right now. But anyway, I gotta get these arms right, you dig? You know what I'm saying? When he sat up there and flexed, I gave him that look, and he already knew what I was saying, you know what I mean, without me saying it, man. I just looked at his dumb ass trying to sit up there and flex it. And then, you know what I mean, the nigga say, all right, P, you know what I mean, let me know, you know what I mean, when you get out and shit like that, man, cause yeah, you know, man, I'm so serious, man, for the summer, man. I'm trying to get these 19 inches, man. Well, yeah, I'm trying to have them prison arms back. Get my shit back on 19 inches on the hang, man. You know what I mean? Get my pipe things, man. Get these diamond arms right, man. So I just waited because I said I ain't gonna do it in front of my hoes. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just wait, you know what I mean, till we alone and shit like that. But in my mind, I'm like, this nigga must think that, you know what I mean, I'm such and such. Like, yeah, nigga, I know that you a veteran pimp and you're a well-known pimp out the shot and everything like that, nigga. Nigga, but I bar none. Nigga, don't be doing that weak ass shit, nigga, around me, nigga, like I don't know nothing. See, I'm like this. If I can't check you and correct you when you wrong, we don't need to be around each other. Appreciate that five. Good looking. Yes, a lot of partnerships that ended with SinFulTheP simply because a lot of niggas felt like they was more important than what they is. One thing everybody know about SinFulTheP in the game and out the game, if I don't fuck with you no more, you on timeout. And it's gonna take God to speak to me so I can speak to you again. But if God don't do something miraculous, I ain't gonna never fuck with you again. I ain't never had a problem with cutting a motherfucker off. I get that from Marita Mayberry. I get that from my mama. You know what I'm saying? When I cut your motherfucking ass off, you cut off. That go for pimp, hoe, whoever. You remember, I ain't gotta say that nigga name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. You know me, how you gonna put the pimpin' on timeout? You put the pimpin' on timeout. Yeah, just remember, niggas can say they the GOAT and all of that shit. So what that mean? That means SinFulTheP had the GOAT, the so-called GOAT, on timeout. And was mad about this shit, man. You understand me? Was mad, you know what I mean? The Sinful wouldn't pick up the phone for him no more, man. You know what I mean? That's how these niggas be, man. Even the GOAT was mad that Sin put him on timeout, you dig? Yeah, you know? I had to sit up there, you understand me, and let, you know what I mean, the nigga know, man, hey, man, we don't get down like that. You know, when we sat up there and spoke alone, I said, nigga, you know what you was doing. He tried to play dumb at first. He said, P, what you talking about? I was like, nigga bringing your old ass in my room talking about some, yeah, P, you know, I'm trying to get these pipe things. I'm trying to get these diamonds right. Showing your arms and trying to flex, hoping that one of my hoes will see your arms and shit, nigga. You know what I mean? Hell no. Nigga, don't you ever do that motherfucking shit again, nigga. You understand me? That is corny ass shit you tried to do, tried to knock this young pimpin' off. You know what I mean? Trying to show them old ass arms, nigga. So, of course, he just laughed, but he respected it because I discerned what you was endeavoring to do. He was doing some indirect but direct shit. So even though he was talking to me, he was indirectly trying to have my hoes look at his arms. Okay, now I'm about to really hit y'all in the chest. You know what I mean? Seeing bringing some cold. Watch this. I'm gonna show you some other indirect shit, right? Check it out. So look, man, the same nigga that I just told you about, I'm just gonna show you how grimy, you know, veteran P's be. They talk a good one, but man, I really know this shit for real, man. I'm talking about, I done been around veteran pimps, man, cross country, man. And you know what I mean? I know some solid ones, You know what I mean? This gentleman, you know what I mean? Payroll, man, good looking for that 10, man. Y'all make sure y'all get them likes up. Yeah, it's too much good game being given, man. Too many good examples, man. Too much informations and illustrations, you know what I mean? And good future exhortations gonna be conveyed in this video, man. Give my likes up. Yeah, get my likes up. Let's see if we get them likes to 500, man. You know what I mean? Everybody get them likes up. Get the likes up. But look, check this out. To show you how grimy, you know what I mean, this game is. Don, appreciate that 5, man. I love when y'all say glory to the game. It ain't nothing like seeing, you know what I mean, them super chats saying glory to the game. But anyway, show you how grimy this motherfucker is, man. Cause I could be all day. Eternity is not enough time to talk about this indirect but direct shit. But anyway, you know, one of my partners that I love dearly, you know, he cold, man. He a cold dude, but he naive. All right. You know, the nigga that I'm talking about, you know what I mean? The naive pimp, he ended up basically campaigning with the veteran pimp. And the veteran pimp and the young and naive pimp, they ended up getting a room together. They had the whole stand together and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Now, my partner that's young and naive, you know what I mean? He just had knocked a fresh little bitch. And I ain't gonna lie, man. When he first knocked this bitch, man, this bitch was so pretty. This bitch was so pretty. I was there when he first knocked her in the club. The bitch booty was just, oh my God. You know what I mean? Perfectly heavenly designed by the divine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, PP, what you say? Man, perfectly heavenly designed by the divine, man. That ass was fearfully and wonderfully made. You dig? So anyway, you know what I mean? He had knocked some good quality work. You know what I mean? This bitch was the best definition of marketable. You know, you just knew that people was gonna have a profitable time out this bitch booty. You know, so make a long story short, they ended up getting a room. They got the whole stand together and everything like that. But the young and naive pimp, he sleep. But the veteran pimp is up. And when the veteran pimp get up to go take a piss, the pretty hoe of the young and naive pimp, you know what I mean? That pretty hoe that I told you about, she's in the shower. She's in the shower, showering, you know what I mean? That ass and, you know what I mean? Showering that beautiful pussy of hers. She just in the shower. You know how you ladies be doing. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing like a beautiful, fine woman that just love to take showers. Touch somebody and say, take a shower. Hey man, the summertime is coming up, man. It's already summer in certain places. I mean, it might not be officially summer, but man, that weather is summertime. So listen, man, yeah, take a shower, man. Sometimes you're gonna have to take 2 to 3 of them, man. You know what I mean? Get real clean, especially if you this pimping, especially if you this hoeing. But the bitch that the young naive partner had knocked, she was in the shower, you know, minding her business. You know what I'm saying? And while she in there taking a shower, you know what I mean? The older nigga, the veteran pimp, he come in there and take a piss, knowing that, you know what I mean? Now, that's what I didn't add to you. That's what I didn't tell you. The room that they staying in got 2 bathrooms. But he sit up there, you understand me, and go to the bathroom where the bitch is taking a shower at. You know, he could have went to the bathroom to sit up there, you understand me, to take the motherfucking piss, you know, in that room. But instead of him going to the bathroom, you know what I mean, where nobody was in, that wasn't occupied, he had to go to the bathroom, you know what I mean, where the hoe was taking the shower at. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all comments are showing. Okay, there we go. So once again, instead of the veteran pimp going to the bathroom where nobody was at, nobody was occupying, you know what I mean, the bathroom, he could have went there. But he knew that the hoe of the young naive pimp, she was taking a shower. So when he went in there, You know what I mean? He go take a piss with his dick out in front of the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, when the young naive pimp woke up, the hoe told him, you know what I mean, when I was taking a shower, your partner just came in and he just started I had to turn my head, you know what I mean, so I wouldn't see, you know, him and what he had going on, but he could have used the other bathroom. But he came in the bathroom with me and I had to turn my head, you know what I mean, because I didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? Everybody was asleep, and he just came up in here, you know what I mean, with me. So I turned my head because I didn't want to see, I didn't want to be out of pocket. So the young naive pimp, he hit me up, and I was like, man, I love you, man, but you already know, man, me in that situation, I wouldn't have let that shit go down like that. You know what I mean? I would have chopped his motherfucking head off for that bullshit, you know, and roasted the fuck out of him, man. You know what I mean? It's nothing that he could tell you that can justify what he did. He could have used the other bathroom. He didn't have to go in that bathroom and take his dick out. You understand me? While that hoe was taking a shower, man. That nigga on some freaky shit, man. You know what I mean? That nigga on some pimps gone wild shit. You know what I mean? Around this hoe, man. I don't know what he got. That man got sexual desires, man, for that hoe that ain't even paying him, man. You know what I mean? That man got a profuse lust towards this bitch that ain't even gave him $1 to say, "In God we trust," man. You know what I mean? That nigga got some shit going on, man. He didn't know, you know what I mean? He didn't know what to do and everything like that. You know what I mean? But I'm telling him, man, I'm like, man, them older pimps, man, don't think just because a nigga older and a nigga, you know what I mean, older and shit, that he gonna spare you and he fuck with you like that. No, man. You know what I mean? That nigga wanna sit up there, you understand me? He wanna fuck that bitch. You know? And I'm gonna keep it all the way real. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of the veteran pimps, they be talking that good shit, but man, a lot of them still doing the same shit that a lot of the young P's be doing. It's just that you don't know about it. That's another subject, you know? But yeah, man, I know a lot of veterans, you know, man, that be having, touch somebody and say, I know a lot of veterans that be having fun, you know? But anyway, I was like, yeah, man, that nigga was indirect. This is a good example of indirectly but directly getting at the bitch. Now, of course, this ain't gonna work with no hoe. A real stomp down hoe, a real hoe that's governed by the spirit of hoeing, she gonna think you a fucking weirdo. She gonna think you a weirdo. She gonna think you a weirdo. She gonna think you govern. She like, man, you know what I mean? I'm thinking them, you know, my folks got a pimp partner. You know, that was rather trickish. That was freakish. That was something that, you know, a trick, a square or something, you understand me, would do. That was not pimpish at all. So did he think that he was gonna knock me by coming in the fucking bathroom and taking his dick out and pissing and getting his R. Kelly on, getting his piss on? He thought he was gonna knock me because of that? So, you know, it was just weird. So this is what I mean, man. All of that direct shit, you know what I mean? I could just give you so much. I mean, matter of fact, because I've been talking about nothing but the pimping. Okay, let me shoot some shit for the squares. Let me shoot some shit, you know what I mean, for the squares right quick. You know what I mean? This is a buffet game. Everybody gonna eat. Everybody gonna eat. Everybody gonna eat. Okay, so look, check it out. You know, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I still do this shit to this day. You know what I mean? So you can call me whatever you want. Now that other shit that I was talking about was Popo the Prince. Nah, I don't get down like that. You know, no more. After prison, you know what I mean? As the late, you know what I mean, Nat King Cole said, straighten up and fly right. And I had to do it. So look, check it out. Let's say, hold on, let me pick somebody. Let me pick somebody in the comment section that I pick on. Okay, cool. Let's go with Big Teasy. Yeah, let's go with the homie Big Teasy. You know, matter of fact, now Big Teasy like a hip square. So now I can't use Teasy. He's a hip square. Can't use New Child because he's a hip square. He too hip. Let me see. Okay, Anthony Hooks. I'll use Ant. Let's say, somebody that's young and vibrant. I got my say Anthony Hooks, because Anthony seemed like he the type that'll have a badass bitch. You know? So let's say Anthony, he got a badass bitch. You know what I mean? He's in Vegas. He's in Miami or Hawaii, Chicago, downtown Chicago. Let's say, Anthony, he's sitting over there, walking, with this badass bitch. Bad bitch. The way that I would indirectly but directly get at Anthony's bitch while he's walking with the bitch, because I can't get at the bitch like I want to get at the bitch simply because Anthony is physically with the bitch. So I'm going to indirectly get at her while she's walking with him. And the way that I would do that, I always used to do that. I've been doing this from the beginning to the ninth inning while he walking with. Hey man, I just had to tell you, man, you got the best taste out here. Yeah, Anthony, no, I don't know his name, of course. I'd be like, hey, man, you got the best taste out here. I just had to let you know, man. I just had to take out time out my day, man, to let you know, man. Ain't nobody's taste out here like yours, man. Ain't nobody fucking with you, man. Yeah, man, when it come to taste, man, when it come, you understand me, to have a good taste in women, man. You a cold motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got the best thing out here, man. You know what I mean? I thought I had the best looking thing out here, but man, you a cold nigga, man. Yeah, you a cold nigga, man. So I just gave the nigga a compliment, but some niggas be so fucking goofy that they laughing and smiling with me, you know what I mean, while I'm giving him a compliment on his taste, but at the same time, his bitch is blushing. So the nigga, he laughing, you know what I mean? He laughing just like the bitch. You know what I mean? While he laughing and thinking I'm giving him a compliment sincerely about his taste in women, you know what I mean? I'm sitting over there, you understand? Hold on for a minute. Okay, there we go. You know what I mean? I'm letting him know. I'm letting him know about, his taste in women. But at the same time, you know what I mean? I'm sitting over there, you know what I mean? I'm getting at the bitch, man. Yeah, man, I'm getting at the bitch, man. I'm letting the bitch know, man, you the finest thing out here, man. You know what I mean? You walking around here with this motherfucking square ass nigga and shit. You walking around here, you understand me, with this lame and shit, you know what I mean? You need to sit up there, you understand me, and fuck with this pimping dog. You know what I mean? You the finest thing out here, girl. What you doing? Yeah. So I smell that. You know what, Anthony? You've been soaking up this game so long. You a hip square too, but I just had to use somebody. Plus you'll have the type, you'll have a bad bitch. Anthony would be sitting over there walking, you know what I mean, shoulder to shoulder, hand holding the bitch hand and shit. Badass bitch. And like I said, you know what I mean? That is indirect but very direct. You acknowledge the man, because you know that if you just talk to the bitch while she's with the man, he gonna get offended and y'all gonna end up either arguing or fighting. But if you give a compliment to the man and compliment on his taste and women with his woman standing right there, you know what I mean? Some niggas are so goofy that, you know what I mean, he's playing right into it. I'm telling you, man, from personal experience, niggas be so goofy that they will smile and laugh, while you giving him a compliment and the bitch just sitting over there, you understand me, just cheesing like the bitch just would got her hand over her face and everything. Like, yeah, bitch, you want to fuck with me. That's why this nigga trying to hide you, bitch. You know what I mean? He was afraid that you was gonna see a motherfucker like me. You know what I mean? That's why he be keeping you in the house all the time, Yeah, man, the nigga know he got lucky, bitch. But no, man. Another one, right? Say for example, you know what I mean? And a lot of this happens, especially it happens in the pimp game. It happens among squares. You know what I mean? But let's just talk some real shit. Let's say, because a lot of you squares, you always try to like make yourself look like something that you ain't. Okay? Now, I'm gonna show you cutthroat. So I got a little brother, you know what I mean, that's a little taller than me. He's Vegas born and raised, and of course we different like day and night. You know what I mean? My brother, he pretty much wanted the gang bang. That was his thing. So because my little brother was gang banging and tall and was cut up and everything like that, a lot of bitches used to gravitate to my little brother. I can't lie about that. You know what I mean? Man, that nigga was fucking left and right. But see, the nigga always wanted, to sit up there, you understand me, and always let these bitches know that he got a brother, that's pimping. He wanted to let them bitches know. When I got into the game, he wanted to let every bitch that he fuck with know that, this is my brother, man. This sinful, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? He's he's a pimp, man. Oh, he's a pimp? The moment that you see, that's one thing I love about the West Coast. The West Coast is just very inviting, when it comes to the pimping, man. It was just like when me and Freeze was in Memphis. All the bitches was just cool with us, But when we set up, going back to the West Coast, let's say my brother, he'll be with some white girls or some Mexicans sometime, or even some blacks, and he always wanted to make it known like, yeah, man, this is my brother, man, woo, 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 woo. Yeah, he the pimpin', man. Y'all gotta watch out for, oh my God, he a pimp? And they'd look me up and down and all of that shit. So I would always, you know what I mean? Where y'all about to go? Yeah, bro, you hungry? Where y'all about to go? Okay, well shit, let's slide to the mall. You know what I mean? Because I was getting ready to, do some shopping things like that. Yeah, man, I'm about to sit up there, man, look for some more ties and shit, more cufflinks and, you know what I mean, more shoes. I need some more gym shoes and shit too, man. Where y'all about to go? Oh, we was about to turn it in, but man, you about to go to the, yeah, man, come on to the mall, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, slide to the mall with me, man. Let's eat. Woo, woo, woo. So, of course, you know what I mean? Little bro, he can't see what I'm doing. You know what I mean? He don't know. You know what I mean? Just like, you know what I mean? A lot of square guys don't know. I'm just using this. You know what I mean? Many of you squares, you got a brother or a cousin, that's pimping or selling drugs or gang banging. Then some of y'all got some college educated brothers. I don't want you to think that this indirect game only works, in the illegal world. No, you might got a brother or a cousin who's college educated, was academically successful, and right now they're financially, successful. And they're doing their thing legally. They're not doing anything contrary to the law, to have all that they have currently right now. You might have some family members like that. And you might be driving in an old ass Acura Legend, and your brother or your cousin, with that good ass career, he's pushing up, in that S5, that big body with that good ass air condition, and he might say, some shit like, man, let's hop in my ride. Let's get in my ride, some shit like that. And, a lot of you squares, man, y'all be so lame to the game, you know what I mean? Or you think your brother or your friend wouldn't do this to you, you know what I mean? And you put your friend, you know what I mean, all in the ride. And, that bitch, she starts saying like, ooh, I like this ride. Like the seats and, ooh, the music playing, you know what I mean? Like, oh, man. Right. New car smell. You stupid, Smooth. You know what I mean? Like, oh, wow. But you don't know that even though he's not saying anything, you know what I mean, to the bitch, he's saying everything to the bitch. All because his situation is better than yours. And he gave an invitation, to ride in his vehicle or come to his house so she can do a comparison of what you're driving and what he's driving, or the apartment that you're staying at compared to the house that he's living in. You know what I mean? So, going back to like me and my brother, you know what I mean, man, I wouldn't even really have to say much. you know, because of course by them being around my brother, he gang banging and shit like that, you know what I mean? But by me answering the phone, you know what I mean, talking, you know what I mean, to my women, and they hearing the way that I'm talking to my women, and you know, a lot of women from the West Coast, man, they be attracted to, you know, masculinity and boldness, and you know, a guy that's involved in criminality. I'm just keeping it real. They like a guy that lifestyle it seems to be on the edge. They just like that shit. Women. Hold on. So of course, you know what I mean. Little bro, he ain't thinking nothing of it. But I just got to be real. A lot of hoes, especially in the beginning of the game, a lot of them bitches I set up there. You understand me? And took, you know, that my little brother, you know, he had already. Of course, I didn't think that he would feel it anyway. He had already fucked, got his dick sucked, and you know what I mean, ate the pussy and all this type of shit. So of course, you know what I mean. Now that you had your fun, you know what I mean, let your brother have these funds. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he would. Some of you guys are so ignorant and goofy. You pretty much give the bitch to the next man, and you don't even know it. You know, you think this next man is being kind to you. You think he being cool with you. No, he's indirectly knocking you, and you're so goofy, you're knocking yourself. Traveling merchant, man, appreciate that 10, bro. Good looking. You know, but yeah, man, little bro set up there, you understand me, and this one little broad, you know what I mean? This ain't the priceless broad, but this is another broad. This ain't the Gigi broad either. I can't remember her name, you know, but he was just bragging to her like, yeah, man, you know, my brother this, and she was just sizing me, looking me all up and down, you know. But I didn't get a chance to see. She was another one. She was one of the minis that I thought about when I was locked up, because I didn't have the opportunity to turn that out the way I was supposed to. But I ended up seeing her again, and the first thing that came out of her mouth was, I was hoping that I would see you again. You know? And we end up, of course, exchanging information, and we were supposed to have a conversation at a later on, just like the little security broad at the Maryland Parkway Mall, the little bitch that worked at the Maryland Parkway Mall that I didn't have a chance to really put it down because I ended up getting locked up. But this come from my brother, you know what I mean, just introducing, and I'm like, man, y'all want to eat? Y'all want to go somewhere? You know what I mean? Let's go. I used to just love him for that. You know what I mean? Because he would just always sit up there and just be so fucking green. Like, man, let's go chill at the place. Man, come on. You know, what y'all into? And then a lot of pimps, they so cold with it. Now, I don't smoke, but you got pimps that do smoke. You know what I mean? That's cool and direct. I'm going to show you what, man, listen, this situation's so cold. One of my partners out of Milwaukee, he was riding with this nigga, and the bitch was inside the car, but the Milwaukee nigga sat up there and offered, you know what I mean, Pete and the bitch, you know what I mean, to smoke on some weed. And the bitch, she said she want to smoke, you know what I mean, and the bitch sat up there, you understand me, and the pimp sat up there, you know what I mean, and passed the weed, you know what I mean, to the bitch, and she puffed on it. And this nigga so cold with the manipulation, he tell this young, green, goofy ass nigga, he say, hey man, your bitch, she got out of pocket with me, man. So, P, how we gonna do this? Because, you know what I mean, the bitch smoked on my weed, P. You know what I mean? So, I just think that you should at least give me, you know what I mean, 10 minutes, you know what I mean, in the car alone with the bitch, you know what I mean, the campaign. And plus, if she really fucking with you like that, you know what I mean? She ain't gonna leave. She ain't gonna blow up anyway. You know what I mean? So his ass was so motherfucking gang goofy, so green. He was like, I mean, shit, if she fucking with me like that, she ain't gonna go nowhere. He's like, right, exactly. So he sit up there and let my nigga sit up there and get in the ride. And yes, my nigga ended up knocking the bitch. He ended up knocking her, man. You know what I mean? The bitch said she wanted to sit up there and fuck with him. Now watch this. It wasn't even a knock by the game. Watch this. It wasn't even a knock by the game. Saying what you mean it wasn't no knock by the game? Because anybody that know this game, it's got to be some money from her hand to his hand. But the nigga was so green and so goofy that the bitch ain't even break her. So it was just on some, okay, I'll fuck with you. And you know what I mean? The nigga, he just went with it. So the nigga from Milwaukee, not only did he manipulate the situation from just allowing this bitch to puff on some weed, but to speak to her privately, you know what I mean, for that time, knock the bitch without even receiving any money. I mean, take the bitch without even receiving any money. You know, it's a cold world out here, man. It's a cold world out here, man. Touch somebody and say, man, it's a cold world, cold world, cold world. You know? But hold on, give me 2 minutes. You stupid. No, man. It wasn't even, I don't even know if he needed the whole 10. You know what I mean? But yeah, he definitely said, okay, cool. I don't know, man. That motherfucker connection be backsliding. You understand me? Like motherfucking LeBron going to different teams, man. But look, check this shit out. I don't want you to think that all, you know, indirect shit is negative. You know? As a matter of fact, I'll get back to the negative because there's so many negative examples that I could give, you know what I mean, to tell you about this indirect, direct shit. But I'm gonna sit up there and give you some examples, you know what I mean, to sit up there, you know what I mean, even in other areas, you know, you positive, you know, indirect but direct game. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't have enough time to really break everything down because I want to open up the phone lines and also give you guys an opportunity, you know what I mean, to call in. And so because I want to give you guys an opportunity to call in, you know what I mean, that's why I gotta you know, I don't have too much time to just speak on everything pertaining to this indirect but very direct game. Now, let's get to, you know, because like I said, man, like I could be all day with this shit. But let's get to, you know, the strip club. You know, let's get into the strip club. Let's say me, King Difference, Sapoba the Prince, Punchy 16, you know what I mean? We at the strip club, you know? And by the way, get them likes up. If you ain't hit the like button, let's get them likes to 600. Everybody hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit it now. But let's say, you know what I mean, all of us, we at the club. And you know what I mean, we come up in there, you know what I mean, dress like we just came from the heavens. You know what I mean? And so when we sit up there, you know what I mean, and come in dressed like we coming from the heavens, while we sitting down, this is how strip clubs get down, by the way. Not all of them, but if you walk in, you know what I mean, and okay, there we go. You know what I mean? If we walk in and we suited and booted, 9 out of 10, they're going to send a bitch at you to ask questions so they can find out whether or not you a pimp or not. They're going to send one of them strippers at you so they can find out information on whether or not you doing participation in the game. You got you know what I mean, new long hair, you know what I mean, you got your hair braided or you got your shit permed up, you know what I mean, or something like that. You know, if you sit up there, you understand me, and come in, you know what I mean, with your hair whipped or, you know, something real pimpish. You know, something real pimpish. Or you might even got your jewelry game right. You know, I remember one time, and this is the truth, me and Nice, we came to the Palomino. I think it was the Palomino, but yeah, man, we couldn't even stay up in there. And the reason why we couldn't stay up in there, because the sign said, you know what I mean, that no pimp jewelry. That's exactly what the sign said. No pimp jewelry. So, you know what I mean, we got sent out because Nice had all them chains and rings on and things like that. So we had to leave, you know what I mean, but that's exactly what it said. No pimp jewelry. I said, damn, what's pimp jewelry? Like, it's a section in the store called pimp jewelry. But anyway, We sit up there, you understand me, and we go in, you know what I mean, the club. Go back. Me, Sapopa the Prince, King Difference, Punchy, we all in the strip club. Now anybody that know how I get down, you know what I mean, I'm gonna be in my phone, seeing about to get a cranberry and pineapple juice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna pay for whatever my partners is drinking. You know, of course they want to probably drink some alcoholism, but you know that alcoholism don't go good with my ism. So, you know, Sin gonna either have some H2O or some motherfucking cranberry mixed with that pineapple juice, you know, in my cup. But anyway, they gonna end up sending a broad at you because they trying to find out. Okay, suppose the Prince wants the lemonade with no ice. Okay, yeah, make it snappy, bitch. You know what I mean? But as we sitting down, you know what I mean? Of course, it's always gonna be that one. It's gonna be a stripper that's gonna come up and she gonna be like, "Hey, what y'all doing?" You know, might be a black bitch that come up looking all stank. You know what I mean? Hi, what y'all doing? She come with that same attitude that bitch had in South Central. You know, Bobby, why you ain't let me know you was getting out? I would have did my hair. So the bitch come, you know, it's always gonna be one of them bitches that's coming over laughing. The bitch laughing, ain't nobody make a joke, ain't nothing funny. You know what I mean? But she coming over here laughing and shit. So you know, the bitch sitting down. So what's going on with y'all? Y'all quiet. Y'all not dancing with nobody. Why y'all not getting? If the bitch, if the bitch looking at me, you know what I mean, I'm gonna end up speaking for the whole group. You know, man. But I might have to let her know. I appreciate you coming over here. I mean, and you look gorgeous, by the way. However, after we had got out the club, there was nothing else that was open, and we wasn't done fellowshipping with one another. So that's why we came up in here, and we purchased beverages so we can socialize with one another, and we don't desire a dance. You know, we don't, you know, knock your hustle or anything like that. But no, me and the fellas, you know, what I mean, we don't desire a dance, darling. But I appreciate you coming over here looking gorgeous. Wait a minute, hold on. So y'all come up in here with y'all little suits and things, and y'all don't want to dance? I mean, did y'all come from somebody's wedding? Did y'all come from somebody's funeral? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all way too clean. Is y'all a singing group or something? Like, what's going on? I watched it, and then it's like, I know y'all not pimping. I know y'all not pimping. Y'all pimping? Oh my God, I should have known. Y'all pimping, huh? And so now I got to sit up there. I appreciate, you know what I mean, the jokes. You know what I mean? Not only are you quite gorgeous, but you're funny, you know. So you saying that y'all not pimps? Honey, I'm just saying that we're fellowshipping amongst each other, having a conversation, not bothering anybody. If you notice, we haven't even said anything to anybody. We're just talking to one another, and I'm on my phone. Yeah, I seen you all up in your phone. That's what I'm saying. That's disrespectful. We got all of these girls with all of these titties, ass is all out. And instead of you having a dance or talking to somebody, you know what I mean, you're on your phone. Like, that is so disrespectful to come up in somebody's workplace. And you got all this ass out here and you just on Facebook. You on Instagram. So, well, once again, I appreciate you for coming over. However, me and the brothers don't desire any, you know, lap dances. So y'all in relationships? Y'all married? Baby, once again, man, you know, charismatic. Ooh, you know big words too. Okay. Go ahead with your educated self. Charismatic. You talk about charismatic. So, you know, in good indirect, But direct game, when another stripper might come and she might ask, I don't know why somebody calling me. Another stripper might sit up there and she might come and she might say, but what do you guys do for a living? We live. Excuse me? Yes. But what do you do for a living? I answered, we live. We live, for a living. You live for a living? Yes, we live for a living. Okay, but what do you do? What do you do? I do whatever makes sense. I do things that, bring, I give a lot of good information, that brings out the best out of people. I provide, great inspiration to compel people to be the best version of themselves. So like you a life coach? Well, I wouldn't call it that, but I am I'm an informative representative concerning life. That's what I am. I'm an informative representative pertaining to life. Oh, you hold on, what you say again? Informative. What? I'm an informative representative, of life. you know. But I appreciate, your time. Oh wow, you just gonna dismiss a bitch. So when the bitch sit up there, you understand me, and go back to security, to Big Al or Big Bob or Big Ass Larry or all these little white guys and shit in the back, they gonna ask her, what did he say? Is he a pimp? And the bitch gonna sit up there, of course, and she gonna come back, well, he might be, but he never said that he was. He's saying that, pretty much that he's a counselor or something. Or then when I asked, what do you do for a living? He said live. So he never flirted with you. He never said anything pimpish. No. And they be mad as hell a lot of times because, that abroad basically, you understand me, can look at us at times, especially an experienced bitch, they've been in the clubs for years, or security. A lot of them be knowing what's going on. They know what's going on. But at the same time, I might sit up there and say that, hold on for a minute. Let me switch this. You laugh because I said a counselor. You stupid. But see, watch this. The whole time while I was talking about things that I'm not, I was dancing, I was playing Tim Hardaway crossovers, everything. I might have had and I've done that too with strippers. I have a whole conversation with Freeze, and me and Freeze will start talking about politics. Me and Freeze will start talking about religion. We'll start talking about, different topics that have nothing to do with the lifestyle. And because, I'm asking, matter of fact, I'm so cold with this shit. Check it out, man. I just gotta tell the truth. That's one thing that the haters, that's one thing that niggas, that if they'll just tell the truth, they'll tell you that when it comes to campaigning, SinFulTheP is one of the coldest motherfuckers to campaign with. Sin gonna make sure that you get a bitch. If you endeavoring to have a bitch, Sin gonna give you some of the coldest Magic Johnson passes that you have ever had in your whole pimp career. Because like I said, me and Freeze, we'll have a conversation that has nothing to do, with the lifestyle or any of that. But at the same time, I'm asking Freeze questions, to set him up, for good game to be revealed within the conversation. When you endeavoring to knock a bitch for your partner, you might sit up there and be like, yeah, man, and bro, I remember when you won that debate, You know what I mean? Woo, woo, woo. And then a lot of times this shit be true. But, I remember when we was at the bar that night, man, and we was having, what I mean, that debate, what I mean, about, different empires and things like that during, what I mean, certain times, man, the knowledge you had revealed, what I mean, man, we was just mind blowing. What knowledge did you talking about? What knowledge he revealed? Oh man, you should have been there, man. Freeze was talking about, what I mean, things that had transpired during the Renaissance time, and then he went from that to talking about the music, what I mean, during the Renaissance time and how it influenced him, what I mean, to write this song and that song, what I mean. He was just saying that, how you can read different information and different information to basically give you inspiration to come up, what I mean, with different songs. So that's why it's so imperative, to read. And you might be reading something that has nothing to do with music, but you might read something, what I mean, and it might give you that encouragement that you need to produce that next eternal classic, what I mean, that you write. And man, he was just all over the place, what I mean, just dropping gems. And he's like, oh my God, for real? Oh, wow. Yeah, man, man, just, a cold pass, that's that assist. A lot of y'all be like, what you talking about, Magic Johnson? When you getting your Magic Johnson, John Stockton, early days, Orlando Magic, Penny Hardaway pimping going on, what I mean, that's when you giving that assist pimping. Yeah, that's when you sitting over there, what I mean, you telling a bitch, what I mean, how cold your partner is, man. You giving them Gary Payton, what I mean, passes, man, and what I mean, you allow your partner to be that Sean Kemp, Hold on, I can't even see y'all comments no more. Let me fix this. Hold on for a second. Yeah, so while I'm talking to the broad, she asked me all these questions, even though I done switched the subject and, I'm not answering her directly about who I am and what I am and things like that. But see, when you answering indirectly to them type of questions, you know what I mean? You can, when a bitch asks you, are you a pimp or, what I mean, how long you been pimping and, in the lifestyle and things like that, it's just like, what I mean, when I be up in the damn DM or the inbox, if a bitch initiate a conversation in the inbox or the strip club or anywhere with these type of questions, I'm gonna switch the whole energy, the table around and say, what was your inspiration for asking me that question? What compelled you to ask me that question? Because it seems as if you know the answer already. Oh, so you are a pimp. I didn't say that, but it seems as if you know the answer already. Because for you to even ask me a question like that, you already had inspiration in your mind. It was something that inspired you to ask me that because it comes from a certain knowledge that you already have. So, so you notice that I never said that I was a pimp. I just said that, what I mean, it must be something that you already knew that inspired you to ask that question. But I never admitted that I was a pimp. Just like if you meet a bitch at a bus stop or a store or a club or the gym or whatever, and she asks you, what do you do for a living? You could tell that woman that, the lifestyle that I'm involved in is totally it's totally contrary, what I mean, to what people think in religiosity, what people think in society. It's just totally contrary, what I mean, to the thoughts of people, what I mean, in this country. So I'm letting the bitch know, what I mean, that, my lifestyle is totally contrary to that which you was taught to be right. But notice I never said that I was a pimp. I never said that I was a pimp. I'm just sitting over there, what I mean, letting you know that I'm involved in criminality. I'm letting you know, and I didn't even use the word criminality. I just simply said the lifestyle that I'm in is totally contrary to that which you consider to be right. The lifestyle that I'm participating in is contrary to the thoughts of those that are involved in Christianity, religiosity, society, all of that. But I never said, that I was a pimp. But I indirectly told you that I'm involved in something that's contrary to what you think is right, but I never said that I was a pimp. Are you trying to turn me out? No, if anything, baby, I would be trying to turn you in. What do you mean try to turn me in? Well, let's talk. Come over here, Let's talk over here for a minute. Let's chop it up. Are you trying to get me to sell my pussy? No. Why would I try to get you to sell your pussy? And first of all, I don't try to do nothing, baby. I'm like the Nike sign. I just do it. Trying is such a weak of a word. Are you involved in some type of religion or something like that? Yes, I'm a Christian. Do you want Jesus to try to save you? Do you want God to try to heal you? Do you want somebody to try to love you? Do you want your mother to try to take care of you? No. So I wouldn't even use a word like try with me. Okay, so do you want me to sell my pussy? Well, first of all, what inspired you to ask that? And you're so bold about your pussy, like the way you just got it proceeding out of your mouth like that. Like, wow, your pussy, wow. So, you always learn to flip it. I'm talking about other things too. I want to brighten up. I want this, this call in to be kind of large. I know I spoke about gave different examples about in games. Be sure to get with Sinful for the consultation. I promise you won't forget it. Man, I appreciate that, man. Good looking, bro, on the 5. How many years have I been telling you guys to create your own language with your woman, with your women? Answer that. Those that's been listening to me for years. How long have I been telling you to create your own language with your woman, with your women? And why did I tell you that? So nobody can comprehend what you're saying to your woman. So let's say if you are in these streets and you get locked up because, sometimes that can come with this shit. Appreciate that, bro. Good looking for the 10. Man, I appreciate every donation, every contribution, man, every blessing that you guys give, man. Thank you. But let's say I get locked up. I'm incarcerated. But at the same time, I can instruct my woman without them people knowing what I'm saying, simply because I've created my own language with this bitch prior to me getting locked up. So I can tell her to go take care of this and preside over that. You know what I mean? And you don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But the bitch know what I'm saying. Why? Because I sat up there and created my own language with my woman. So you don't know what I'm saying. But I'm indirectly but directly giving instructions over this phone for my business to be taken care of, simply because I laced this bitch on what I'm saying. Well, you don't know what I'm saying, but the bitch know what I'm saying. But I laced this bitch on this language. I've been told you guys that. Hold on for a minute. There we go. So, when you're on the phone, you cannot, directly say that. When you're on the phone, you know what I mean? They say these calls are being monitored. So when you on the phone with your broad, you can't be sitting there, yeah, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you on Fig? Okay, they tripping on Fig? Yeah, bitch, okay, go ahead to Sepulveda. Yeah, just go ahead. No, don't even worry about all of that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, them niggas be acting crazy. They be acting stupid and shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't even want you to get into no bullshit. I have to beat a bitch ass. You can't directly, you know what I mean? You can't directly sit up there, you understand me, and tell that bitch to just go to Fig to Sepulveda. You cannot do that when you're current. And we've had, let me say this, we done had niggas that was just that stupid. We had niggas that was just that dumb to give instructions to a hoe over the fucking phone, telling a bitch, yeah, going over there. Okay, how much money you check? I only got $700. Okay, go ahead and take that in the room. Yeah, go ahead and you already know where to put it. Yeah, put it over there. Woo 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 woo. Appreciate that, bro. Good looking for the 20. Appreciate that. Good looking. You know, everybody hit the like button, man. Let's get them likes over 600. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button, you know, right now. But and make sure you hit that bell too so you can get a notification and join the conversation whenever we go live. You did? But look, man, check this out. You know, I've seen even veterans, like the veteran pimp that I told you about out of Oakland that caught a tampering with a witness case, you know what I mean, over the phone. I'm sure you guys remember that. We in CCDC and this nigga just sit up there, yeah, just tell the bitch don't show up to court. Tell the bitch, you know what I mean, get lost. Tell the bitch to change her number. Tell the bitch woo 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 woo. He giving instructions to his hoe to sit up there and tell the bitch that's in the case, the witness, you know what I mean, to do this and do that. You know what I mean, directly over the phone. After just hearing that these calls are monitored. But look, but check this out though. You know, because yeah, he caught that case. But if you had indirectly, I mean, if you had your own language, because I even had my own language with my mother. Did you hear what I said? Not only did I come up with a way to communicate with my women without incriminating myself over the phone, I even came up with my own way of speaking with my mother. My mother knew what I was saying without me going directly. Listen, man, I told my mother because she had one of the, I had left my debit card one time over there at her house. I was visiting her. And I sat up there, you know what I mean, and left my Wells Fargo card over there. And I said, you know what, Mom, you can, you know, you can keep that. You know, baby, I ain't gonna take no money from you. Woo, 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 woo. But when I got locked up, you know what I'm saying, and it was kind of looking like I was gonna do some time. You know what I mean? This is later on. This ain't the case in 08. This is later on, but it had looked like I was gonna have to sit down another time, you know what I mean, until God was merciful. I told my mother, you know what I mean, to I indirectly but directly told my mother over the phone to take every dollar, you know what I mean, out the account, because I don't know if they gonna freeze the account, if they gonna take all of the money out of there, you know what I mean, to pretty much, you know what I mean, to keep me in here so I won't be able to bail out or do anything. So yeah, get all of the money out there, but do everything like this. You know, I'm telling you directly, but indirectly, you know what I mean, I was telling her. You know, like for example, I'll give you an example of some of the conversations that I had with, you know, my mother. Because I knew my mother understood the word of God. So my understanding was I could, whatever you know, whatever I know you a master of, whatever I know you knowledgeable of, that's what I'm going to use to communicate with you. So I knew my mother knew about King Jehu. And if you don't know the word of God, of course, you wouldn't know, you know what I mean, what I'm saying, you know. But I had told my mother, I said, yeah, see, I'm going to tell John to do this, but I'm really going to do a King Jehu, Ma. You know, my mom knew exactly what I was saying, you know, by that. Now, of course, if you just hearing me say I'm going to do a King Jehu, you don't know what the hell I'm saying, but my mother did. See, appreciate that fact. You know, if you know, matter of fact, watch this. Before I even get the answer, let me see if anybody know what I mean. Because some people might even remember what I said, because I done spoke on this before, so you should know. But it's been so long, you probably forgot. But what do I mean if I say that I'm going to do a King Jehu? Crickets. And get them likes up, by the way. While I'm waiting on the answer, get them likes up, man. Let's see if we get them likes past 600, man. You know? Right. I might as well move on. But if you read about King Jehu, you know, King Jehu, basically deceived, the Gentiles into Satan. Hold on for a minute. It was a deception move. It was a cold deception move that King Jehu had pulled, on the Baal worshipers. He said, come on, man, all the Baal worshipers, those that worship Baal, come on in here. And, all the Baal worshipers, they had came together on one accord, to worship Baal. And as all of them came, freeze, good looking for the 5, Solo. As all the Baal worshipers, came in, to worship Baal, that's when King Jehu set up and said, okay, now close the door. And that's when they had killed all of the Baal worshipers inside. It was a complete, it was a complete deception. They was totally deceived. They thought that Jehu was going to worship Baal with them, but he was setting everybody up to get killed. It was a deception move. So my mother indirectly, she knew that I was pretty much saying that, I'm gonna pretty much act like I'm going with John's plan. But as soon as I sit up there and get in this courtroom, mama, and the judge give me an opportunity to speak, even though John don't think that I'm gonna go there, man, I'm about to pull a Jehu. Yeah, I'm about to pull a Jehu on him, mama. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now he talking about some don't say nothing and he gonna speak and all of this type of stuff. But at the same time, I've been in here long enough and I got too many OGs in here telling me, you've been in here too long and I have your motion of discovery. So when as soon as I sit up there and step up in there, I'm about to kick some good game, so I can get my motion of discovery. Matter of fact, scratch that. That was before I had John. That wasn't with John. I forgot the first lawyer that I had, at this time. No, but that wasn't John. John was in the past. But for this case, it was like the lawyer, man, he was really like dragging his feet, man. He didn't give a fuck. I keep telling you guys, when you fighting cases, man, you your own lawyer. Even if you got a paid lawyer, nigga, you better sit up there and study that shit yourself. You know what I mean? Because even sometimes paid lawyers be shiesty. See, appreciate that 10. Nigga, you can lose trial with a paid lawyer. That don't mean shit. Ain't nobody gonna fight for your freedom like you will. But yeah, it was just a good way of, even though I'm in another country, I don't want to get too comfortable just speaking on things. But I'll tell you this, I have indirectly but directly given instructions, to hoes, when I was locked up. I was, indirectly, but directly giving instructions, over the phone, because that's what a lot of times that's what the pimping got to do. You have to directly, but directly give instructions over the phone when you in circumstances. Matter of fact, let me just say this. Let me just keep it real with you. Some of y'all, haven't been in them circumstances yet, but it's coming. Warning come before destruction. A lot of you need to prepare yourself. You need to come up with a secret language. You need to come up with your own language with your woman or women, man. You don't know what tomorrow may hold. You might be locked up. You know what I mean? That bitch might be locked up, but you'll still be able to communicate with one another without everybody knowing what you're saying when you conveying your instructions. Yeah, just like that. Good indirect but very direct game, man. Without incriminating yourself. So sit down and come up with your own mastermind language so you can have your instructions fulfilled without incriminating yourself. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Cause I couldn't see y'all shit. Damn, man, I don't have enough time, man. I wanted to speak on some more things, but we at least got to get an hour in with the calls, and not just that. You know, if it's too many of y'all that want to speak and ask a question, I might have to come back later on, and instead of giving a message or speaking on something else, I just open the phone lines and allow everybody to get their thoughts or questions out. But yeah, it's that time now. Like I said, I already knew that I wasn't going to get a chance to finish everything that I wanted to say. Okay, the 702-800-9473 number is in there. Hold on, fam. Who is this? He ain't said nothing. Hold on. All right, there we go. I forgot bro's name. He had a good question. I told him he could be the first one to call in. All he had to do was give me his number, his first three, and I was gonna make sure he was able to call in. I forgot who asked that just that fast. It'll come to me. Hello.
What up, Doug?
What's happening?
What's going on with it, man? Yeah, I'm the one that you told to call in.
Who is this?
This is DJ.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's happening?
What's going on, man? Tomorrow, hey, first, I wanted to say, I wanted to make a joke about something you said earlier, man.
Go ahead.
You don't put the pivot on timeout, nigga. You put that bitch on timeout, nigga. That shit had me dying laughing.
You don't put the pivot on timeout. You put the bitch on timeout,
nigga. Man, back of the year though. But
you stupid.
My question though, man, I was asking, in that dirty macking situation, do you check the nigga right then and there, or do you let it right? You know what I mean? Because a nigga gonna make it seem like you being a hater, or you stopping her from getting a bitch and some shit like that. So I had a similar situation this weekend, and like that, and I had to check my nigga, but I didn't check him in front of the bitch. I kind of let it ride in front of the bitch, but off on the side, I had to check that nigga like, nigga, don't minimize me to get this bitch just because she a white bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I don't know if you want to hear the whole situation.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Give me just a little bit. Don't do too much, because I got to get these calls in, but just give us a little sample.
Yeah. So a little taste of, you know what I'm saying? We was in that downtown Vegas, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, my partners came on or whatever. They wanted me to show them, you know what I'm saying, a good time, whatever. So we went down to that downtown Vegas. Nigga, when you talk about marketability, nigga, it was a white bitch so cold, nigga. Like, nigga, like, whew. She was one of them ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking, she had more ass than a law allowed, man. She's down there with her mama, though. Her mama, like 57 years old. You know what I'm saying? I thought that shit was strange. But anyway, long story short, you know what I'm saying? The bitches in the club, you know what I mean? She doing her thing, you know, nigga buying her drinks, you know what I'm saying? All this goofy shit. They acting like they the shit, right? You know, but my partner popped at him or whatever. He had his little time with him, whatever. But when we leave the club at the end of the night, nigga, they sitting outside on the curb. You know what I'm saying? Like some dust bunnies. You know what I'm saying? And so my homie Sam,
yeah,
start talking to the little. He kneeling down, talking to the bras while they on the curb and shit. So you know, nobody else wanted the mama, so we walk away. So he I'm letting him do his thing, but he come up to me like, hey, could you pull a car around and pull up right here? Woo, woo. I thought the bitches, you was my Uber driver and my bodyguard. I said, nigga, what? I said, nigga, don't ever minimize me to no motherfucking Uber driver, nigga. Like, you know, I guess he was playing a role like he was some celebrity to the bitches or something. I'm
Wait
like,
a
nigga,
minute,
why would
wait
you
a
do
minute,
that?
wait a
You know
minute.
what I'm saying?
My
He's like,
question, hold on. Wait a minute. So it was one bitch that was getting ready to get in the ride?
both of the bitches wanted to get in the ride, but like I said, we wasn't listening to the conversation, so we
Right.
made it seem like he was going, you know, the bitches was coming back to the spot with him or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? This is the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nigga, I'm not finna fucking pull my car around for these bitches. Like, nigga, if they wanna roll, nigga, they gonna have to walk, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I got a brand new whip and shit, fly shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? He wanna, you know, stun on him like that and shit. So I'm like, you know, but I'm not an Uber driver, nigga. I'm not gonna pull my shit up so these bitches can just and pull up and really play that role like that, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't minimize me, but then when, you know, so the bitches, they ended up, you know, walking with us, and I could for that little shit. So they asking him questions and shit, like, nigga, you ain't nobody. Then we hop in my car and shit. They like asking him, like, nigga, this your car? But he driving, like, nigga, but I just, like I said, I let it ride. But on the side, I checked him, but I still don't feel like I even got the gist of it to him, like, nigga, like, nigga, don't do that. Like, I wouldn't do that to you, nigga. Don't minimize me for the bitch.
Right, right. Um, well, this is what I would say. Let's say if Sepulveda the Prince had dirty Mac me and in such a way where I was so offended with everything that he was that he had just did. It just honestly, cause a nigga can say what he want and what he will do until he in the situation. Because honestly, if I'm in, let's say like if Sepulveda the Prince dirty Mac me to the point where he done lied on me so cold. What if Sepulveda the Prince done told a bitch like, yeah, you know, seeing he out here trying to campaign and trying to knock hoes and shit, but I feel fucked up for campaigning with him. Why you feel campaigning with him? You know, seeing kind of sick, and you know, he's sick. What you mean he's sick? You know, he got that HIV. He working for UPS. He dropping off packages. Seeing dropping off packages? He he got HIV? Yeah, he got that shit. So if he spreads something like that, yes, I'm gonna check him, not just check him, but I'm gonna check him right in front of the bitch. So the bitch can know, you understand me, that hold on, it's just certain shit that if it could be checked right there on the spot, yeah, I'm gonna check it right there on the spot, and I'm gonna sit up there and checkmate his ass or whoever right in front of the bitch. You know what I'm saying? But certain shit, nigga don't care nothing about that shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I had got dirty Mac one time. You know what I mean? By another partner of mine in Milwaukee. You know what I mean? Man, and if you notice, man, them Milwaukee niggas is cold. I told y'all, man, the Midwest niggas will steal from you and help you look for what they done stole from you. You know what I mean? That's just how Midwest niggas is cold hearted. Midwest is the type of niggas that will steal from you and then help you look for the shit that they stole from you. That's just how Midwest niggas, especially Milwaukee. Milwaukee niggas get out. They grimy like that. They some of the worst, no character having motherfuckers on earth. I just gotta keep that shit all the way funky.
You always hinted at that father and son that was trying to knock each other. I always wanted to hear that story.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to say that, man. That ain't just the father and son shit. That's cousin against cousin, brother against brother. Like that's just how that family was getting down, man. But anyway, make a long story short, you know, if it's that Milwaukee situation, the nigga sat up there and had, cause he had the bitches come off this app. I forgot what app, but when they came over, because this bitch that I wanted so bad, she was a fine ass little brown skinned bitch, thick as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And she was digging on me. But I had to go take care of some business right quick. I said, I'll be right back. We staying down, we at the hotel. Matter of fact, we at the Crown Plaza, downtown Chicago. So we on Uran. So I come back, and the bitch, when she speak to me privately, she said, I didn't know, but he told me something. I don't think it's true. I said, what'd he tell you? She was like, he told me that he told me that you just got kids all over the place, and he told me that you just turned gay. I said, wait a minute. He told you I got. So I sat up there. I was like, hey man, cause that's just the type of nigga I am. I say, hey man, if you wanted this bitch, you know what I mean? That's all nigga that you had to say. If you wanted the bitch, man, you know what I mean? But all of this fantasizing, you know what I mean, about me creating kids all everywhere, and you know what I mean, and being gay and shit. I mean, it seemed like you having a lot of fantasies, man, about a pimp's dick. And he's like, nigga, would you come to me? Cause he's supposed to be whatever, you know what I mean? Milwaukee, it's some real motherfuckers out there, but they for the most part, you know what I mean, they gang banging is funny out there in Milwaukee. Gang banging just all funny. But anyway, he sit up there and say something. I was like, nigga, what it is? I was like, nigga, cause I would never do you like that. I was like, man, that's some cold, dirty Mac shit right there. I ain't mad at you, but I'm kind of upset that you didn't come up with something better than that. Like, what bitch is gonna actually believe this stupid shit that you saying? Bro, if you needed some game, or if you needed strategies on how to dirty Mac me, all you had to do is call me. I would have gave you some tips. You know what I mean? But this third grade ass shit, I'm kind of offended and laughing at you at the same motherfucking time. So, of course, the bitch, you know what I mean? She just liked it. You know what I mean? And of course, you know what I mean? The nigga helped me get the bitch, you know what I mean? Because that even made the bitch like me even more, because I sit up there and check the shit right then and there. You know what I mean? But me and the nigga, of course, we ended up talking, and he apologized and all of that type of shit. And he even told the bitch, you know what I mean, that I wanted you, and that's just how we get down in this pimping. And he still thinks like this to this day. You know what I mean? And I understand, because the nigga that brought him into the game, he was one of the coldest dirty. The nigga that brought this nigga in the game, he was one of the coldest dirty Maccas ever. But the nigga that brought him in the game ended up getting killed. So what that tell you? But okay, we done with that. But yeah, man, it's just certain shit you can't let go by. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to check that shit right then and there. And if you get into it, you get into it, because certain shit you can't pimp past.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my answer to that. But yeah, bro, let me sit up there and slide to another question.
All right, appreciate you.
Good looking. Yeah, it's certain shit we can't pimp past. Nah, we not gonna pimp past that. You're not about to be having fantasies about a pimp's dick. You know. Hello?
Yo.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, player?
Talk to me.
I just had a little question, man. So I'm a youngin', just out here doing my thing. I'm 23 and stuff like that. But I wanted to ask you, you know how females are here nowadays. They on this independent, this renegade mentality.
Hold on, bro. So stop. Is this pertaining to the topic? Hello?
Hello?
Is it pertaining to the topic?
Oh, no.
Okay, God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. I don't know why y'all do that. Niggas, I'm sitting over here talking about the topic. Niggas are coming in, you know what I'm saying? And, with the renegades and, do you ever think that renegading will stop? You know what I mean? I hope it stop, man. I hope 2022 bring a better day. Like, no, nigga. Like, what are you talking about and why? Shut up, man. Y'all talking about Max Zesty. Y'all want Max Zesty to call in so bad. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, P, what's that?
What's going on with it?
Hey, man, look, I ain't even got no question, bro. I just want to call and say glory to the game, man. And I'm about to get this show open next week, bro. And for everybody that,
You
hey, look here,
did.
and for everybody that's listening, man, y'all grab them consultations, bro. Cause what P dropping on y'all is real. Yeah,
Man, I
I ain't
appreciate.
gonna nothing, P. I don't even want to hold you, man.
Man,
I just want to let you know,
I
bro.
appreciate that, bro. Man, that brought a smile to my face, man, because I just love when somebody take this game and they just living off of it, man. The bitch didn't set up there and gave you the money to open up your business, man. You out there doing your thing, man. That make both of my dimples come out. You dig? Yeah.
Hey, look here. I'm gonna reach out and touch you soon, man, because I gotta put you on some more. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. Gonna do your show, bro. I just
Okay.
want to tell everybody, hey, man, it's real. You know what I'm saying? And get at them. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on them 200 while it's 200, because them 200 can turn into something beautiful if you use what he gives you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Man, I
bro.
appreciate that, bro. Love.
Man.
Square bitch set up there, man, and gave him, you know what I mean, that money, man, and broker. So he not even, and for the record, he's not even the pimping. He's just a square that used this game to charge a bitch that was liking on him, and she just ended up, you know what I mean, giving him them racks, man. And unlike the rest of you guys, he didn't go buy no jewelry or, you know what I mean, go get a bunch of foreign cars. She sat up there and gave him that money. That nigga actually did exactly what the fuck he said he was gonna do. You know what I mean? He's sitting up there opening up them businesses and things. You know? But yeah, the phone number is 702-800-9473. If anybody would like to call me right now, man, make sure that you call in right now. And for whatever reason, if you haven't hit the like button, make sure that you hit the like button right now. Let's see if we can get them likes to 700 before we end this video. That would be very nice. You know what I mean? And at least touch them 700 likes before we end this video. Make sure you click on the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. Also click on the bell so you can get the notifications whenever I go live, man. You know? Right. He invested his currency. You know? I like that. Maybe y'all trying to call in all at once. But let me say this. I already know it's going to happen. When the next person that calls in and they asking a question or making a statement, just wait till after the phone call is over and then call me instead of calling me while I'm on the call. Hello.
Hello.
What?
Hello.
I gotta go. I can't deal with that. We're not gonna do this again, y'all. We're not gonna do this again. No. No, we're not doing this again. You know? Y'all stupid. Max Zesty. Max Zesty. Somebody gonna say, "Sin, it's time for you to start making cartoons." Yeah, it's like the names you be coming up with, and people was actually, a cartoon with these names. Max Zesties, Simpin Lads, shout out to Freeze. Freeze was the, you know, yeah, that Simpin Lad shit that come from Freeze mind. Stan gonna always give credit when credit is due. Max Zesty somewhere out buying his shoes. You stupid. That would be dope, actually. Yeah, it would. It would. It would. And I know you guys will watch it, especially with the shit that I would. Right, Decky lowercase p. You know? Hold on. Max Zesty jumping in, not a card. You stupid. Let's get on with the combo, man. Nah, that toothless and truthless there, that come from me. That's me. Once again, man, 702-800-9473. It'd be nice. Matter of fact, while I'm waiting on you to call in, let me just say this. I wanted to get to that too. I didn't get a chance to speak on the ladies because even the ladies can learn a lot of indirect but very direct game. It worked both ways. A lot of the women, that are even in the game, they don't know how to indirectly but directly, let a motherfucker know, that they hoeing. Some bitches still don't have that. They haven't mastered, how to initiate a conversation and just basically let it be known, that it's on some pay to play shit without even saying anything about you're a hoe or you're hoeing. They've been in this shit for a while and still don't know how to indirectly but directly tell a motherfucker that you about this currency. And I don't understand that. Yo, saying why the term Mexican pimping? Because, the Mexicans, man, you know what I mean? If you notice, hold on for a minute. Damn, y'all shit disappeared like that. But when we say, oh man, this nigga Mexican pimping, you'll notice that, and you got a lot of niggas like that, the bitch can't even walk a block without him following her. You got some niggas that walk the blade with the bitch. The bitch standing on the corner, and if you look behind that tree or by that tree, it's a nigga standing there. Or sometimes her nigga will be parked right there. You got niggas that get down like that. Straight mess got a Sabora on nigga just a straight Mexican. About this shit, man. With them two bitches, walking the blade and shit, and C Note was right there, with them on the blade, standing next to the payphone and shit. That's what we call, Mexican pimping. You know what I mean? Standing right there. The pimps can't even get at the bitch because you omnipresent to P. Pimp can't even pop a compliment, at your hoe because you omnipresent to P. But no, a lot of times when you having a conversation, with that trick, especially if you at a bar, you inside a casino, you don't want to incriminate yourself, because a lot of you, when you're speaking to a trick, you might be talking to Vice, and of course you don't want to discuss prices or, put it out there, that you the hoeing, So it's just like, like I said, you don't have to tell them you a hoe. You could just simply say, and this go for the squares too that's listening. When a man approach you or you talking to him and he getting too flirty or you being flirtatious with him, you let him know that you're a woman of importance. And baby, guess what? You don't get locked up for being a woman of importance. Listen, I am enjoying this conversation. However, my time is very costly, due to me being a very valuable woman. And because I'm the best definition of important, I can't continue to talk to you, if you're not valuing my time. Excuse me, what? Yes, I'm a woman of importance, sweetheart. So no, I won't just be talking to you, just to be talking to you. And I've enjoyed it so far, but no, I don't want you to get too comfortable into actually thinking that, you can just talk to me without doing things to be in my presence. Because usually those that like to be in my presence, they're not hesitant to give me presents because my presence is a present. So don't be hesitant to give me my presence, But yes, I'm a woman of importance. And due to me being a woman of importance. A man has to do important things to obtain and maintain my attention. And if he does not do those important things, I won't be talking to him. See how I just, hold on, it was green and out of pocket. He only did that for a few nights till they got the hang of things. Okay, let me say this. We also have I also said in the American Pimp review that he was young at the time. Not only was the bitches green, but he was young at the time. You know what I'm saying? But he was still doing it though. I mean, and that would still be a good example of what I was saying. Moving on. Seeing you turning on the light bulb, man, for him, man. Too much. Too much. Oh, take too much. Too much. But yeah, man. You know, you just have to know, how to indirectly, tell motherfucker what you want. You know, because that's just like, for example, when that man tell you that he's presiding over a business, or he's presiding over this and he's that, you know and you hoes know that, Vice will go that far sometime of actually having a fake ID. You know what I'm saying? They will go that far at times, to have a fake ID. But see, what you bitches don't pay attention to, they went that far, but they didn't go far enough. They ran 99 miles, but you still got one to go. Seeing what you're talking about. Listen, if you're a square, right, and all the squares that's in here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Squares do not carry themselves like street men. So you won't see squares, with $20,000 and $30,000 of cash, in their pockets. No, you will not. Squares have credit cards. Squares have debit cards. Okay? And I don't want to give up too much, but I'll just give you a little sample. I'll give you a little something. Baby, if he pulled that ID out, with his name on it, and he was bold enough to show you that ID, then you should have been bold enough to ask him, well, honey, I appreciate you pulling out your ID. However, a lot of detectives, they have that as well. And, I like our conversation, but however, some of my friends, they've got arrested, with guys who had ID. So that doesn't mean anything. But what I would like for you to do, if you can, if you don't mind, can you show me, a debit or a credit with that same government name identical to the ID that you just showed me? Hold on. Because he don't have no credit card, or he don't have no debit card, you know what I mean, with his name on it. No, he don't. Hold on. So, like I said, he ran 99 miles, but you still got one to go. He got the fake ID, you know what I mean? But what square got a fake ID with his name on it, but he don't have a credit card or a debit card, you understand me, with his government name on it, that's identical, you know what I mean, to the ID that he had? Hold on. I couldn't even see the comments. But just ask yourself that. Squares do not walk around with cash on them. So they always have credit cards, debit cards on them. And you should have thought it was something strange, bitch. You know what I mean? If you ask a motherfucker, if he was bold enough to pull out that ID, and you ask him, well, do you have your credit or do you have your debit? You can cover up, you know what I mean, your digits. I just want to see if the government name is identical to the ID. And that motherfucker couldn't do that, then bitch, you already know, you know what I mean, something is wrong. Something is wrong with that picture. But them Vice, they will go get a fake ID. But no, they're not going to go to the extent of having, you know what I mean, a fake credit, a fake debit. You know what I mean? Now, they might update their shit after hearing this or whatever, but no. Hold on. Let me put that up there. But Some of you bitches be getting arrested and locked up. You don't know how to screen people. You know, you don't know how to open, control, and close. You know, and you've been professing to be a hoe for 5 years, 10 years, and you're still having conversations with tricks, you know what I mean, for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, and then you come back from the whole situation with only 150 or barely $200. Come on, bitch, step it up. You know, step it up. Step your communication skills up. Please do. You know, but yes, you can, going back to the indirect but very direct. If you're having a conversation with this man, you're at a bar, you're at a restaurant, you're wherever, you're in a place full of squares, and hold on for a minute, he's sitting up there asking you, you know, you know, so what are you getting ready to do? What are you doing? Well, it all depends. You know, I can be doing a lot of things. You know, it all depends. I could be participating, you know, in a lot of things, but however, you know, if I don't come across somebody who values, you know, me as a woman, then no, I can't, you know, be doing any of that. Notice I ain't said bitch, hoe, pussy, or none of that. I'm just simply saying value me as a woman. And if you don't value me as a woman, then I'm going to have to leave. You know, because a man that values me as a woman, he's going to make it clear that he doesn't want me to go anywhere. You know? So, you know what I mean? With that being said, you know, a trick that ain't playing no games, you know what I mean? He going to let you know he going to gang bang, you know what I mean, with the tricking. He going to let it be known that, oh man, you know, what are you talking about? He going to want you to go teach a little further. You know? Because like I said, man, when a man's dick is hard, he's brain dead. At that time, a trick is just like, he ain't no different than a motherfucker trying to get his crystal meth or heroin fix. He wants his fix. And because he wants his fix, he will do anything for his fix. Anything at that time, you know what I mean, for his fix. Hold on for a minute. Hello? Hello?
Yo, is this SinFulTheP?
You got to turn your background all the way down, bro. Okay, what's going on?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Cool. And just chilling, discussing.
Okay, go ahead. What? What? I'm not playing no games, man. You gotta get your phone together. You know, you gotta get your phone together, man. I don't know what the fuck that nigga sound like he was inside some electricity or something. I didn't know what the fuck, you know, was going on with him. God damn. You know? No, I don't think he was 12. I just think he was had a fucked up phone. I don't even think he was 12. You know. Of course, they think 12 is everybody that's a white man, and I ain't gonna lie, you ain't wrong for the way you think. Cause when me and Freeze is in Vegas, that's exactly how we campaign. All white guys is the vice. If you're white, until we find out that you're not, that you cool, that you all right, every white person is a vice. You know, if you're a stranger, everybody's a vice. That's how we campaign. You know, that's exactly how we campaign. Hey man, that's a fucking snazzy suit, Vice. Hey, me and the fellas, we were just talking about how you and your friend look so nice, Vice. That's how we think, Vice. Until he shows something or do something to let us know that he's not Vice. Hey man, praise God. We're praising him another day. Vice. I just was telling God that, thank you for allowing you to see another Vice. Vice. You know? That's how they talk. Hey man, that's a fucking snazzy suit. God, where are you going? I didn't even know they had fucking pimp balls in the month of May. You look like you're going to a fucking pimp ball. And if you are going, you're sure gonna win with that fucking suit, man. That suit is badass. Vice. 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 Hold on. Vice. Vice. That's all we do. Vice. So, listen, man. When you're talking to, because even in certain places, even to, they would say things incriminating over the phone. And that's how they was able to get you. That's why your ass locked up. So you have to really get better. Even the bitches that be on the internet in certain areas, they had to step up their conversation and learn how to speak indirect but very direct. Motherfucker trying to do all of that with you. When I come over there, is you gonna get butt naked? Huh? Yeah, like, what I mean? I want you to like just take a belt and just beat my ass, and then I just want you to sit up there and just stand over me and just piss till you can't piss no more. Is you gonna do that when I get there? Am I gonna be able to pay for pussy and we gonna fuck? Like, you actually have individuals calling, saying this dumbass shit, and bitches be trying, bitches be actually trying to sit up there and talk to these idiots. You know what I'm saying? Is you know what I mean? You gonna like if I give you this $60, you know what I mean? Can I put my whole dick in your mouth or just some of the dick? I want to know if I can put all of my dick in your mouth, because I ain't gonna give you $60 and I'm only putting half of it in. I gotta put all my dick. Hold on. Hello?
Hey, what's up, Sam?
What's happening, player?
Not much, man. I just had a question for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. In this game that you say, have you ever dealt with any of the like baby daddies? Have any of your LOLs, ladies of leisure, any baby daddies and the baby daddy try to fight you, shoot at you, or just do some like absurd like bullshit to try to get at you in your game?
Even though this don't have nothing to do with the topic, I will entertain it just for a little bit. Yes, I've had some ghetto situations with some ghetto bitches that was, had baby daddies that, thought that they was the toughest men on the planet. Yeah. I done had that too. I done actually not only had situations with baby daddies, I done had situations with this one bitch. She set up that this is a true story. Bitch sit up there, act like she wanted to fuck with me and everything like that. She breaks herself. Alright? But while talking to her, I answer the phone. Hold on. She was like, so wait a minute, you just gonna speak to another bitch right in front of me? I lied to you not. And I was like, is this bitch playing, or is she on some drugs, or, like, huh? It just threw me all the way off, And I was like, are you serious? You making a joke, or you slow, or? She's like, no, like, I don't do good with other bitches and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't with all of that. Like, like, I know what you do, but I ain't really trying to be around other bitches and all of that shit and woo woo woo. Bro, I sit up there, I give her shit right on back. I said, man, here, you go ahead and, are you serious? Are you serious? I was like, man, I don't play no games, man. You know what I mean? God bless you, man. Go on about your business, man. And do you know that bitch sat up there, her brothers, you know what I mean? Because they originally from Dago. All her brothers are bloods. Listen, and that's when, you know what I mean? Because I was wrong anyway, because you know how niggas be wanting to sit up there and, plus she was not too far away, you know what I mean? So, of course, I was like, I could have met her at the Fashion Square Mall, but okay, fuck it, I'm going to just let her come through. So, once I sat up there, you understand me, and was through with the situation, she was so angry that I wouldn't pick up the phone. She come back to my place with her brothers. These niggas is looking like Paru. No, 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 no. You know what I mean? That's how, man, them niggas came through Paru. You know what I mean? And they sit up there and pull up, and her brother fat as hell. I'm talking about Dr. Dre from Air Lover fat as hell. Like, he big as a motherfucker. I'm thinking to myself, like, what is he gonna do? You know what I mean? Because at the time, I'm big, but I'm solid as a motherfucker, man. I'm like, man, I'm gonna crush this dude. He can't even move. Because anybody would tell you, if the niggas just keep it from Freeze to Clyde and all of them, even when I was big, I would still work out. And even when I was big, Sin could still get on the floor and, give you 50 push-ups. Sin could still get down on the floor, you know what I mean, give you 250 sit-ups and shit. So even though I was an agile big nigga, I don't want you to let the appearance be interfering. You still get your ass whooped. So I'm thinking to myself, what is this nigga going to do? I'm just laughing in my head. But the other niggas, you know what I mean, they skinny and shit like that, but it's like, so they come up, hold on. They come up on some, you know what I mean, what's going on? And I'm in my mind like, damn, man, I hope that they don't make no motherfucking scene, because, we in the neighborhood with all of these white people and shit like that. You know what I mean? And these white people call the police at the drop of a hat. You know what I mean? But I was like, man, if dude make any type of movement or any of that, man, I'm firing first. I'm about to get off first. So he come up, he like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? My sister, man, you know what I mean? She that she wanted to be involved with you, you know what I mean? And you like pushing her away. I couldn't even believe we was having this conversation. This man did not say that I hit his sister. Wait a minute. He didn't say I hit his sister. He didn't say I put my hands on his sister. I didn't even of course he got to know what it is, because he got to know what his sister, professes to be, that she ain't. But make a long story short, nigga, I sat up there, I say, look, man, I feel you on whatever you talking about, but we need to do this somewhere else. We ain't gonna do this, you know what I mean, in front of my house. That's what we not gonna do. You know what I mean? This is a white people neighborhood. They gonna call the police and all that. No, my nigga, it ain't like that. You know what I mean? But she speak very highly of you, and it's like you just, pushing her to the side. You know, man, like she's some dog that you don't want to mess with and stuff like that. I said, my nigga, we can have this conversation somewhere else, but we can't do this here. Either we gonna sit up there and get down, or we just can speak at another place, because this ain't the place to be doing that, my nigga. Like, I'm being real respectful to you, cause at that time, Freeze and Clyde was actually in the house. But not to make myself like a big bad wolf, but man, I done been jumped on, I done been stabbed. That's why when I hear these internet goofies sit up there, I've never ran from nothing. Never been punked, none of that. Have I had my ass whooped? Yeah. Have I been stabbed? Yeah. Shot at? Yeah. But have I ever been punked, marked, or bitched? No. And that's why I love that nigga in the mirror. That's why I can walk, you know what I mean, with this arrogance and piss you niggas off. You know what I mean? Because I done stood up I just couldn't believe, bro, that this bitch was that dumb, you know what I mean, to bring, you know what I mean, these bitches to my place. I just couldn't believe it. But yeah, I was able to talk that situation out, you know what I mean, and they left. We didn't have to get into no fight or nothing of that type of shit. But man, I done been in some very, I can go on. You gave me inspiration for a new video that I'll probably do in the future, because I've never spoke on a lot of the ghetto hood situations that I done got in fucking with stupid ass bitches.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what brought me to it though, actually, though, saying was, man, like the first video I ever watched of you was that surviving a broke bitch. I mean,
Yeah.
man, that was, bro, and you you just was so honest with me.
Hold on, let me stop
your
you.
pointers were
Hold
just
on,
so perfect.
let me stop you. Are you on my Patreon?
No, I gotta get there.
Come on, bro. If you like surviving a broke bitch, then why the game ain't good enough for 50? Or if you ain't got the 50, why the game ain't good enough for $5, man? Come on, man. Slide that 5, man. Or if you really having it like that, come through with the 5-0. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, but that's all, man. I mean, blessings, man, blessings. You know what I'm saying? And keep doing what you're doing, man. Thank you very much.
Man, I appreciate you, man, for calling in, man, and thank you. Love.
For sure.
Hold on. That's how y'all be like, man, I love that video, man. Man, you was dropping so much game, Sin. I be like, what? For real? You on my Patreon? No, but you know what I'm saying? And they don't even know my 5 niggas be telling me I'm not even at the Patreons, because some of y'all at like 5 and 6 different Patreons. My Patreon is more lit. My $5 Patreon is more lit than a lot of $50 and $100 Patreons that y'all be going to at other Patreon. I ain't shitting on other YouTubers, but this is just the truth. Only bad thing a motherfucker could say about my Patreon and just Patreon period is that sometimes for different people I'll re-upload something or repost something, because it take motherfuckers 5,644 years sometime to find a video that they want to find. Yeah, I just had to make sure that the connection and everything, was up to par, because I wanted everybody to hear you. But yeah, go ahead, bro. Talk to me. What's going on?
All right, man. Yeah, and you give great informative messages and all of that stuff. But I got a question to ask you. And this is on some Maury shit.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a trick, bust a condom,
Mm-hmm.
in a hope, and she wanted to keep the baby?
No.
Okay. That just was intriguing to me, because I know some women, they get in their feelings, and it was just something I want to ask,
No, man, I never had no bitch that wanted to keep the baby. But as far as a trick, doing something he ain't got no goddamn business doing, you know what I mean, trying to sit up there and bust a nut, you know what I mean, that's kind of common, man, you know what I mean? I thought you was gonna say, you know what I mean, do you take the bitch, to get checked out, to get looked at, or, but as far as like a bitch saying,
we can expand on that. We can expand on that, but
I mean,
I just want to know.
That's a given. Yeah. But as far as like the bitch wanting to keep the baby, no.
Okay, bro. Well, keep doing what you're doing, bro, man. Hey, man, I'll be here, man, listening, man. You put me up on game. I'm an older cat, but some of the stuff I'll be rewinding, like, man, I really fucked up on that shit. So just letting you know, man. I'm square. I'm square to this day. I got a child and everything, man. But hey, I respect you.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. Love.
All right.
Shout out to Rowdy, man, coming in with the Cash App. Shout out to the homie Rome for coming in with the Cash App. Appreciate the homie Punchy coming in with the Cash App. Bill, the homie Henny, Deep Impressions. Diane with the PayPal, once again. Baby, you be the only one. You and Diamond Dex, y'all be the only one keep fucking with Patreon. I mean, y'all keep sitting over there fucking with PayPal. I ain't mad at you, but damn. Hold on. I sometimes be forgetting to even check the PayPal. But thank you. Now we got the. Somebody get him the. Somebody get that brother the link to the Patreon, the one that asked for the Patreon. Put the Patreon link in the comment section. Hello.
I'm just with my white bitch pimpin'.
What's going on?
I'm just with my white bitch pimpin'.
What's singing that? Okay, man.
All right.
Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I was wondering, how do you indirectly but directly get at a square in a church?
Oh man, listen, I didn't have enough time to convey all the information that I wanted to, but you crazy because I was like, should I go there? But I was like, nah, I ain't gonna go there. Should I go there? Nah, I ain't gonna go there. Should I go there? Nah, I ain't gonna go there.
P, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, because I'm on your $5 tier, but yeah, this is a little square ass bitch at my church, and like she always be trying to be all next to me and shit. I be showing up, slacks, gators, my waves be hidden, and she always be trying to make herself like in my vicinity, right? But her mom, like I've had a couple of conversations with her mom, and her mom cool and everything, but like every time, like I find herself always trying to get next to me, but like people up in the church, they be staring at me, and I'm like, I ain't no pimp, but I'm a young P, I'm a player, you know what I'm saying? Like I be dressing, you know what I'm saying? I be wearing my gators, might wear about 6 rings to the church house, and you know what I'm saying? Like
How old are you?
Standing out, I rode my little Beamer and everything. And
how old are you?
The bitch see it. I'm 25.
Oh, you 25? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and I was raised in church, and yeah, ever since like the pandemic has slowed church down, but now we started going back to church, and I'm coming back to the church house, and I'm like, damn, like these bitches then grew up and got all thick and shit, and they all up on me, trying to be all next to me. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to get at them, but like the people all up and through the congregation, they just be like, they just always got their eyes on me, like, cause I be in my suits, I'll throw my chain with my suit, my rings, I don't care. That's just how I dress, you know.
Yeah.
So, and then they see it, they see me, so I'm just like, damn. I'm like, I wish I could get at you real quick, just to talk, but like. Everybody all through the congregation, they just be like hawking me. They, like the elders and the pastor, I feel like he be like throwing shade at me sometimes, and I'm just like, man, I don't know. I was just wondering, how do I indirectly but directly get at a square in the church house?
Hold on. Let me see if I got the time. I really don't, but I give you a little of this, man. You in the church, but she's shy. She don't want to speak to you. I mean, it's not that she don't want to speak to you, but she's not speaking to you because she's shy or because you guys are in church.
Right.
You could have simply just said, "Hey, Sister Johnson," or Sister Elizabeth, whatever her name may be, But hey, Sister Ashley. Yeah, I wanted to tell you it was a true blessing seeing you. Every service. I wanted to just tell you that what I mean, it's a blessing to see you. Now, don't get it twisted. I come in here for edification and what I mean, I definitely enjoy, what I mean, fellowshipping, what I mean, with the people of God. It's a true blessing to be able to come here and see you. I was wondering if we can exchange information and fellowship, later on, because I see that, you be carrying the word with you and things like that. And I'm not really knowledgeable, of the Word of God like that, and I just wanted to know if, you wouldn't mind, studying with me, because I'm pretty sure you know some things that I don't know. And she might, of course, if she really like you, she might start fumbling. She don't know, what to do. She don't know what's going on. you know or she might be a bold sister, but she was just waiting for you to be bold enough to say something. So you might sit up there, and come up to her and you might say, listen, um, there's a lot that I would like to say to you, but due to the fact that we're in church, I'm going to be respectful at the fact that we're at the congregation. So what I would like to do is I would like to enjoy a conversation with you away from the church, because there's a lot of things that I want to convey to you that I can't convey here. Will you give me that opportunity? And the woman, if she really liking you like that, she gonna give it to you. Because the
Well,
word
okay.
the word say, you have not because you ask not. So I'm gonna stay asking for it, because I want it. I'm gonna stay asking for it because I truly desire it. You know, um, and you might another. Let's say if it's a sister that's so beautiful, she's so beautiful, but she's in the word. She's college educated, or she got a good. A lot of times the brothers, they might look at her as being stuck up, because she don't never really. You got sisters like that, that's really about God and really about their career. So after service, they hurry up and get out of there, you know. So
Right.
you might want to, in order to talk to a sister like that, that's truly about God, that's truly about her career or what have you. You might say, you know what? I already know that you're truly saved. I already know that you're a woman of God. I already know that you're consecrated. I already know that your salvation is the best definition of authentic. I just want to tell you that, it's a blessing to see somebody that's truly maintaining salvation. Blessings to you. And she might, oh my God, thank you, or woo, woo, woo. I might have to plant, my seed right then. And then later on, man, I'm coming back with the water. I might later on, you know, uh, I might later on sit up there and have a conversation. You know what I mean? I might later on have a conversation and say, listen, you know, uh, I just think that maybe I've been talking to different people, and when I talk about the word with them, there's no compatibility. I don't relate to them. So due to the fact that I can't relate to them, I think I miss a lot of the substance of the message that they want to give to me. But whenever you're up testifying, whenever you're teaching, whenever you're preaching, whenever you're testifying, whether you're exhorting, you could just be praising God. Like you, I relate to you. You know, and I know that by you being saved, it might go against your standards to talk to me, but I just hope that actually that we can talk and you can go over God's word with me. We can even talk about the word of God. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I just want to be able to talk to you. I just want to be able to talk to you. Even if it's about the word, even if it's about your career or whatever. It could be about whatever. I just want to talk to you. And she'd sit up there, man, might exchange that information, and what I mean? Because a woman might be like, nah, you're not saved. I don't want to talk to you. Be like, then that's exactly why you should be talking to me, because I'm not saved. Didn't the word of God say, blessed is the man that standeth not in the way of sinners? Why would you stand in the way of my salvation? If you're supposed to be doing the work of an evangelist, then why, is my soul? No, no, not at all, And she might, well, since you put it like that, here, take my number. Woo. You know what I mean? I'm so serious, man. You know what I mean? Because I think I told you guys about, the time basically when I had knocked a little religious broad, off of Black Planet. And this is when I was fresh, in Vegas, man. And still to this day, that's some of the tightest pussy, man, that I've ever had in my life. You know what I mean? Man, listen, man. It took me so long to get inside that bitch pussy, man. Her pussy was so tight. Matter of fact, excuse me, let me take that back. You know what I mean? Cause I can't take that away from her. She's a very good woman. But just getting to the sexual part, like, man, that's some of the tightest pussy I've ever had in my life, man. That shit was so tight.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
I'm just keeping that thing all the
Thank
way
you.
around. Go ahead.
I really appreciate it. I didn't want to take up too much of your time, but thanks for the knowledge about how to go across this. Cause yeah, man, I then came back and host and these not hosts, but these docs and graduated and they all sick and they all up in my space and I'm like, man, but yeah, I really appreciate it. I'm a part of your $5 tier. And I was wondering, hey, is that a Gangsta Brown interview? Is that the very first one? Is that one on your $50 tier?
Yeah, all of that, the Gangsta Brown videos, that's on my $50 tier.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
you're
right,
gonna have
yeah,
to
man. I
you're gonna have
appreciate.
to step it up
I
you're gonna have to
appreciate.
bring 45 more, man, for all that.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate everything too, man. I feel like, man, like with the game that you've been bringing, man, like you saved my life, man. Like I've been knocking and speaking about religiosity a little bit more, and I don't know, man. Like just like those videos, man, that you used to post, man, just gave me a whole understanding about just like how to go across things and just I don't know, just how to be swift and how to I don't know, just I just really appreciate it. But have a great day.
Man, I appreciate you calling in, young love. Okay, cool, man. Okay, there we go.